Live-arino. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the world of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Let me first go into my Turtle Beach headphones here. They aren't Turtle Beach, they used to be. That's just what they're still labeled. They're Sony headphones now, and I gotta make sure you guys are not super loud. Go ahead and say stuff.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? At least let's say.
There we go. There.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say the words, as you do. On occasion, say a couple here.
Just here and there. Cool. I have your guys' levels pretty decent here, I think. Let me just don't want you.
Oh yeah, what are we, level 6 now? Yeah.
Yeah, level 6. Get out of here. Alright, friends. Well, let's pick up where we left off last. And where we left off last time was actually quite interesting. So, if we're all ready to step back into the world of Toril and the continent of Faerun, in the city of Waterdeep, the metropolis, the jewel of the Sword Coast, we can step back where we were before. But before we even do that, our first scenes that open up are slight recaps as to what happened last time, just to get you guys refreshed. Our first scene opens with the bang of a hammer. Oh, let me get music going. That's what I felt like I was missing. I knew something wasn't there. I knew something didn't add up. It's not coming through for me. You guys getting anything?
I'm getting that.
I'm not getting any audio at all, actually.
Really? I'm hearing it, like, if anything, I'm hearing it twice.
Oh. I see what the problem is.
Oh, you're broadcasting.
My broadcast headphones. There we go. Okay. You guys hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you great.
Cool. It was literally just my headphones not being plugged in far enough. Okay, cool. So our first scene, we hear the sound of, or we see and we hear the sound, well, it's probably a black screen, but we hear the sound of metal clanging on iron. And we open up on a scene of a hammer hitting an anvil as the Genasi blacksmiths who live nearby in the steam and steel hand over to you, Pyre, what you had conscripted from them using your letter of recommendation from Laurel Silverhand, the Open Lord of Waterdeep herself, giving you the last piece of the puzzle to open the Vault of Dragons, where the hidden cache of the ex-Open Lord of Waterdeep, Dagult Neverember, hid much of the people's taxes during his time as Open Lord. As you had all three keys in hand, I believe... Did you guys grab Nim last episode, or was that an episode before? I think you already had Nim.
We did grab him already.
You already had
him.
Him.
Places, yeah.
That's right, because he was helping with the creation of the adamantine bar. We saw as our party then took to the streets once again towards the Pink Flume. Having some difficulty finding the place, they were able to ask around, talking to the right guards. They were able to find the extravagant theater. Its massive window-like entrance held within it two posters. One of Meet the Goodberries, and then the other is Kiss of the Liambra. A comedy and a tragedy, which would play in afternoon, evening, respectfully. You guys came into the evening show, The Kiss of the Liambra, which is a drama. But as you came in the door, trying to get in became a bit of a difficulty, at least for one of you. Pyre was separated from the party, sort of sacrificing himself to distract the thug, keeping a close eye on the exit to the into the lobby. At which point, the rest of you were able to sneak by and make your way into the Pink Flume proper. You were able to actually get in backstage, breaking through locks with the help of Nim. All the while, Pyre, effectively ejected from the building, was met by a voice, a strange, nasally voice of some something in his head. He just apparently has a lot of voices in his head of late. Asking him what it was exactly that he was doing there. There was some playful banter back and forth. Neither side really got answers from what they wanted from either, but the voice persisted as Pyre took to trying to find his way back into the building, and he did so, but he did not do so through finding the party again. He decided to fake being somebody who was missing from the from the ensemble of the play for the night, or no, you faked being his replacement. Exactly. So handed a script into your hand with your absolute impressive persuasion score. You were able to get in costume, get the script in hand, start skimming it over, and all the while began searching for the entrance to the Vault of Dragons within this place. Having a conversation, getting a little bit by little bit from this mysterious voice in your head who calls itself Wishes. Being able to surmise some information that, yes, indeed, Lord Degalt Neverember had frequented this place in long past, and there was a certain dressing room that he'd like to go to impress the ladies more often than not. Leading you there, you went to go search the room and were unable to find anything. All the while, Fung, Soma, and Nim sneaking their way through, kind of going in probably a much more difficult, what turned out to be a more difficult route than what you took, Pyre. Having to go onto the stage, up into the rafters, falling down, being found by Pyre, thrown into a dressing room, disguised, eventually through all the debacle, on top of Soma actually finding a slight clue up in the rafters of these gargoyles on the top of pillars near the ceiling in the very, very backstage. The last one on the very end was a dragon, and wouldn't you know, that same chamber that you were pulled into right on the other side seemed to line up with where that dragon was. But unfortunately, Soma, you had fallen down, were noticed by a few stage crew. Pyre was able to pull you out of it, but you left a lot of them dumbfounded. And that situation may come back to bite you. You're not sure.
Yeah.
But you've all been pulled back into the room. You all went into searching the largest of the dressing rooms, the area where Degalt Neverember had apparently been in the past frequented, and you were unable to find anything. In your haste to try to look for stuff, you sort of ripped things apart and found nothing in the room. It's just a dressing room. And in your frustration, we heard the last line of the episode, the voice of Wishes in all of your minds now, telepathically. All right, it's time to spill the beans. What are y'all doing here? And that was where we left off our adventurers. So our camera fades to black, and we start our first scene of the actual episode up in the sky as our camera zooms down past the clouds and into the land of Waterdeep. Let me get the Inquisitive cinematic music, my favorite music of all time, going.
Ooh.
Nothing's better than the Inquisitive.
Of course.
It's the best. I play it for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. It is going. It's just like the softest, but it's also my favorite. So everybody has to blast their music volume. Alright. So, you all, God, I can't hear that at all. Let me just...
Yeah, I had to crank it.
Me too.
There we go. I got it.
There we go. It just takes a second to actually start. It starts with like such a low hum. Our camera zooms in down past the clouds. We see the city of Waterdeep. The sun has set in the distance. The many lights of the metropolis are like stars laid out on the landscape. We swoop past down into the many alleyways, our camera zooming around until it stops and pulls and turns, almost drift style, to show us the massive crowd in the castle district surrounding the current not so much surrounding, but the massive crowd in this sort of square-esque area, this Times Square of Waterdeep area, where we see the pink flumph in the distance, our setting. Our camera zooms in past that, through the doors, fades to black, and then fades back in on our scene with our characters, right where we left them, that voice freshly rung in your head. All right, spill the beans. What are you all doing here?
Real quick, I forgot. Did I ask this thing if you knew anything about Galore?
No,
I don't think it did.
You did not. You did not.
Then I know what I would like to say.
Oh, no.
Galore actually just deleted his profile, made a new account.
Oh.
I was gonna say, because, you know, you haven't gotten us in trouble just leading conversations off with that in the first place.
Yeah.
Never.
I look at the party, you know, kind of shrug.
If you don't tell me what you're doing here, I swear I will notify the authorities, and they'll have you in a jail cell by the end of the day. I need to know what you're doing in my theater.
And ruin the performance of the night. Which I intend to say, but it's a little shaky so far.
Oh, there's plenty of performances. What you're doing here is shady.
Tell me, Mr. or Mrs. or Wishes.
Witches is fine.
Wishes?
You all can hear this, yeah.
Wishes. Alright,
I'm just saying it confused, like, is this Galore? He doesn't sound at all intimidating. Like,
yeah, do you know who Mr. Galore is by any chance? Or
Mr. Who?
Or a Stone of Galore? No?
Huh?
Okay, you sound trustful then. I like
okay.
you. Alright.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you've asked a lot of weird questions. I need answers, or else I'm contacting the authorities.
No,
I'm cool with giving you answers. Do you guys want to give him answers? What do you guys want? Yeah, it's fine.
The Pink Flumph is my theater, as far as I'm concerned, and if you cause any kind of trouble here, well, it's not going to go over well with me. So you better explain yourselves.
We don't want to cause trouble. We're just trying to solve a long-lost mystery and return something to the people that was taken a long time ago.
In fact, I think we can avoid a lot of trouble to the Pink Flumph by taking it off your hands. So I think a lot of unsavory folk are looking for what's in here.
The Pink Flumph? No. The Pink Flumph belongs to, well...
Yes.
I mean, it belongs to, technically it should be mine. It belongs to Miss Delino, but she doesn't deserve it.
I agree wholeheartedly.
What kind of danger is the Flumph in?
Well, do you know about the Xanathar and the Zentarum?
Well, of course I do. Anybody who lives in this city would know that.
They're murdering each other over what's here.
Over what's here? What? Decent shows that are, of course, performed with the best special effects by yours truly.
By the way, weird thing, Fung. This voice is inside your head. You can communicate with it with the thoughts in your head. I'll let you know that right now.
Yeah, you guys have probably tried that. Pyre has never tried to telepathically communicate.
No.
Anything. He just talks out loud. He hears, and he just says.
Says, what was the last thing he said? What was the last question answered?
He just asked what is why is it in danger and why are you coming to the film? So maybe so there's something in the theater maybe underneath that you maybe don't know about, and we're just trying to get there. We're just trying to avoid the performance, not to disturb you here.
Well, what is it? Underneath what? There's nothing under here other than, well, I mean, I guess if you ripped up the stage or something, there might be
that's
a fountain.
cute. Alright, I gotta go on stage. So I'm Fong, have fun with him.
What?
He said, no, before you walk out, he says,
You're not going anywhere. Don't take one step. If you move, I swear.
I'm going on stage. It's about time for...
You're not going anywhere until I get the answers I want. What is it that's here? What's underneath the flumph?
Some kind of...
money.
Treasure.
So wait a minute. So there's money
Yeah.
The Xanthar and the Zentarum are after it.
Yep.
And who are you?
We're people who got caught up in this, and we're just trying to finally return peace to the city for people not to lose more lives than they're losing at the moment.
Who do you work for?
Before anyone else says anything, Fung is going to think to it. On whose authority are we answering all these questions?
Oh, wait. Oh, you. Oh, finally, you speak up. My authority wishes.
I think.
Well, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing too, but okay. The authority of wishes.
Can Pyre and Solma hear?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, you can hear him. You just hear the one side of the conversation.
Pyre's just like, in his head, Pyre's just like, I knew he could talk to that fucking asshole.
I think you can hear Fung's voice. I think it's a full connection.
Oh.
In your head.
Well, yeah, Pyre, because Pyre doesn't understand telepathy. He's just like, this dude, now he talks to wishes, he won't talk to me. Tries so hard to talk to him.
Fung, I imagine a totally different voice. Whoa.
Anyway, by the authority of wishes, I was like, well, basically best friends with the guy who owned the place. And honestly, he wanted it to become mine, but he died. And now it belongs to his wife, who sucks. But I'm the protector of this place, essentially.
We are here on an important mission from the god. Istis.
Yes.
God, Istis. So wait, you're from a religious group?
Some of us. But we're not acting, but
We don't have flyers.
It's... We're from the guild. How were we called? Dungeons & Dragons, we're adventurers, like, a long time ago.
No, don't worry, I know you're adventurers. I got that much. I just wondering exactly who you were working for, but God, that's kind of self-righteous. Okay. So you're not working for like a Lord of Waterdeep or like a bad guy or anything?
No.
No, those bad guys suck. We don't like them.
We work for ourselves.
Make a group.
Trying to do the best.
Make a group persuasion check.
Okay.
I already used. Well, how long ago did I use my +5? They've been in here for.
You could use it.
Okay. Alright.
Give me a second, my
That's
computer's
16
full.
then.
I think it'll be good.
Persuasion. Oh. Well, I am -2, so.
Fung finally talks.
So it's
We got 2
16,
rolls there.
and then it's 16, 17, 18 plus 14.
Plus
So 4 is 22 divided by 3.
7.3.
7.3, and then just go.
I feel like I'm not getting all the answers here. All right. Do you say there's money underneath?
Can I at least go on stage?
No, the show can wait. But this is more important. I don't know.
It's gonna be your head. It's gonna be your head.
That's fine. There's been plenty of shows I've messed up before. Don't worry. This is important. If the flump is in danger, it's more important than you being on the stage.
There's a danger of bad press.
There is more down there than just money and riches.
He looks at you and he's like,
Just go if you want to go.
Yeah, Pyre's. I'm leaving the conversation to you guys.
Pyre steps out. And
He'll just say, how much money is down there? If there is a down there.
All the money of the people, the tax fraud, stuff like that. We're not sure about the amount. We just know it's a lot of money.
You know, tech support scams, India,
Yeah.
tons of money down there. All those old people.
Yeah.
lots of rich, like, Nigerian princes.
Hundreds of thousands of social security accounts cried out at one point.
So a lot of money then. All right.
Yes.
Well, for allowing you to continue perusing my theater and not alerting the authorities. And also, maybe my assistance, if I deem willing to give it. I require a horde.
A horde of goblins?
5,000 gold pieces!
Oh. 5,000. Well, like, this money doesn't really... We're not really taking the money. We want to return to the city.
If there's a lot of money down there, then I imagine just a little bit won't go missing. I mean, nobody will miss it.
He's here somewhere. We just gotta find him and kick his ass.
Are you searching while we're talking?
Yeah.
I mean, he said he does the special effects, so he has to be able to see the stage, right? So I'm going on stage.
He's up in the box in the back or something.
Audio guy. With lights, candles.
Chuck a javelin.
So, Pyre, you're heading on stage?
Yeah. We can wait. We can wait for a little bit if
Okay,
we want.
yeah. We can wait for a little bit before you go on stage.
I'm in no rush to
Okay.
put on the performance.
You're going slow motion right now.
You're going
Just
slow
saying.
motion.
You're here.
He'll say, if you can promise me 5,000 gold pieces, I'll let you keep snooping around and playing your game, and I might even help you. But that's the deal. And if you don't, I want you out of my theater. Or else I'm going to alert the authorities.
What do you think? This money doesn't really...
If we find down there what we are looking for, the gold will be the least of our worries. You can have whatever's left.
No. I get 5,000 gold pieces.
Whatever is down there belongs to you. We're
Huh.
not here for riches.
Well, then... Wait. Oh, is that a deal? Okay. No. Yes, I accept.
Not all of it. Okay. If there's still... You can have the 5,000 pieces if the city will then allow it when we learn them. Take it, maybe run away. We should... I don't know. You know what? You can have the 5,000 pieces before the city guard will probably go there, or we maybe end up dead, you know? Let's just see how it will go.
But I will get 5,000 gold pieces, right?
If there's still something there, definitely.
That sounds like a good enough deal with me. Alright, deal.
Man, we've made $0 for the past fucking 12 sessions.
After this, I'm going to go to the fighting pit. Someone's going to go with our money.
Everybody, shirtless fighting pit montage.
There's a plan.
Make the bank.
Alright, what do you... Wishes has agreed to aid you when he sees fit. He will not rat you out.
Okay.
You have a small ally here in the Pink Flumph. What are you guys doing?
I would like to maybe, like, hey, Wishes. You know the gargoyles? There's like a dragon there. Yeah, do you know
Don't worry, I know about that one.
Okay, do you know what I can do with that dragon? Does it do anything?
I mean, it's beautiful, but, no, it's fine. I mean, I don't really know. It's just a statue as far as I know. Well, I've curled up on it a couple of times.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm looking in the room. There's no, like, dragon paintings or something dragon-esque. It's like right where the room was, the dragon, and where we are right now.
Nothing that you can see. I mean, you can make an investigation check if you want.
Let me try something. Okay.
Listen, if we make enough of us, never mind.
I cannot see because my computer is so small. Give me a second.
It's
I don't know what I
10.
rolled.
It's
Oh
10.
shoot.
I mean, yeah. Fung, were you assisting?
Yes, I
You
So
can go.
it's 5.
You can go for another roll. No, it's we
Okay.
re-roll. 'Cause he's
Okay,
stuck on
investigation.
advantage.
I mean,
14.
we're looking for a way down toward the vault, right?
Yeah.
So,
Anything.
You don't see anything of any kind of dragon, like memorabilia in this room or anything of the kind.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Just a way to get down the theater. There's certainly clues around here, dragon-esque, at least that's what I believe. So I touched the thing, it doesn't do anything, and I don't know if it's like looking at something that I should be seeing, because I cannot really...
If you're trying to go down, wouldn't you look down?
Yes. So can I? Where are the stairs down? Do you know? Can you please tell me for me how to go down?
I mean, you're standing on a floor. Listen, I'm not the investigator here, but I imagine if you wanted to go down, you would be focusing on the ground.
I'll look down. Do I see?
You see you see the ground. There is a red carpet, on the ground around you.
I move the carpet. Can I move the carpet?
Yeah. I mean, it goes. You'd have to like shift all of the it's a carpet that spreads like all the way like around the room. You'd have to move all the furniture.
Yeah, I use all my powers of the wind and
all of your powers of the wind.
I will not do that. I will not use that. But I'll ask. I'll ask Fung. Hey Fung, let's just move the stuff and maybe move the carpet. Maybe there's something underneath this. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll help Soma maybe search for like a seam, maybe around the edges of the room. Notice like a curl in the.
Yeah, make a perception check for me, Fung.
Am I doing that too, or only him?
Just Fung for this one.
Okay. Okay.
This is the one. 15.
You do notice a seam, yeah.
15.
Oh.
15.
Take my staff and maybe stick the end underneath. See if it comes loose.
It rips.
It's an old theater. It's okay.
You're gonna pay for that, right?
Of course. After the fighting pit, okay. We'll be able to do it.
Ed, is there glorious hardwood floor underneath the carpet?
There is
Yeah.
really pretty hardwood floor,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Why would they carpet that shit?
There's not.
my
It's
God.
stone. It's stone.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It is stone. That's just always the typical thing, isn't it? Oh, man, look at this beautiful hardwood. So you rip Solma's moving furniture out of the way. You rip up a piece of the carpet. Let's go back to Pyre for a second, Mr. Pyre. Where are you? What are you doing?
Can't get out of it that easy.
I'm backstage looking over my lines one last time, getting ready to go out there, put on a show. And, taking a glance around, looking for any mischievous looking...
Yeah. There's a gathering you can hear it echo down the hall near the green room, and you can see you hear a conversation where you're able to probably actually you don't have to make a perception check. You can hear a conversation echoing down the hall, and you definitely hear what sounds like individuals saying like that are worried, and they sound like they're talking like it's a conversation of essentially, she was like slightly blue. I've never seen her before. She's just sort of fell off the Raptors. Like I like how many new people are in the backstage right now? And then you can hear and see. You can see.
I'm unarmored. I'm unarmed and unarmored right now. My gear is in the fucking...
You can see
I'm in like a wedding dress.
The individual who let you in. You can see these two people on either side. The individual who let you in, a woman with dressed like a man. She's got a goatee situation. She looks like she's sort of panting. She's got her script in her hand, and she looks irritated that these two are talking to her in the moment. Like she looks like she just got off stage. She's got a lot of energy around her, but these two halflings are on either side of her. I'm sorry, Tolkien. Turn off our extra. We got Kristen.
I'm on it.
Kristen, hey!
Welcome.
Go ahead and pop that off. Welcome, friend. We are right in the middle of it. Perfect timing.
I say we don't tell Kristen what's happened.
She wouldn't know what's going on. No. I'm going to give you a different perspective right after I'm done working with Tom.
The one thing I'm pulling for it is, can she be in the audience?
Can we possibly? Kristen, say something so we make sure we can hear you.
Hello?
Yep,
Hi.
you're good.
Hey, it's a
Perfect.
miracle.
It's a miracle.
First try.
Yeah, this individual the person who let you in originally and gave you your role at the Pink Flume for the moment, the person you sort of bamboozled, you can hear that conversation, and there's like, and then this guy came in, he had flowing red hair, and I'd never seen him before. At which point, she goes,
so
I let him in, but I don't know who this blue person is you're talking about. Go ahead. Wait, what was it?
I interrupt them, so Pyre at this point has got like bright red.
Move your token down the hall.
Where are we?
Oh, you're not in the... Okay,
title
yep, for me...
I'm not on the...
Whoopsie.
I was like, what? So Pyre has now got like bright red lipstick on. He's wearing like a wedding dress.
Okay.
He's got like a bouquet in one hand. He's got a script in the other hand.
Amazing.
And he rushes into him and he's like, listen, everybody. I know there's a lot at stake right now. I know a lot of photographer meters are at the line.
Put your token right down here for me.
Focus. Oh, I tried to move it, but oh god, I moved it through the wall.
Whoa.
You can technically move through walls, so just pop it back.
Alright guys, find the fucking secret passage.
Okay, now do it.
I'll lock you.
Going over, he's trying to get everybody just focused on the show.
No, you come in and immediately she turns and she's like, him, you're talking about, it's like, you, I never even caught your name, you're the replacement for, Carlton, right? And they'll just go, yeah, no, kid, wait, if you're replacing for Carlton, who's the other person who fell off the ceiling? And they, like, look really confused, like, who else is here? And then she'll the woman will cross her hands and she'll just say, who are they talking about?
I
don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. We're going to go out there in the second act, and we're going to put on the best damn performance this show's ever seen.
I'm going to jail.
The two individuals are like, no, there was definitely no, and they're like, so this
Listen,
is good.
There may be some groupies hanging out, waiting for us when we finish this show.
I would like you to make a deception check, and they're gonna make these two are gonna make a persuasion check. So your deception check is unfortunately at disadvantage because she doesn't know who you are and doesn't know whether or not to trust you. These two she's met before, and there's two of them.
Really good in drag.
You do.
Established this.
You do, but the two members of this establishment have seen somebody who does not belong behind stage, and you ushered them away. So.
Okay.
So they're rolling with advantage. You're rolling with disadvantage.
Versus advantage.
This is the contest. I mean.
There's no way.
They'll roll natural ones, of course.
They got an 11.
Come on, Pyre.
I'll use my inspiration. Because I was going to save it for my performance, but I feel like there's not going to be a performance the way this is going.
Come on.
Yeah, the woman who they've called by name a couple times. They call her Yalik. And they're just like, Yalik, you gotta believe us. There was this person behind us. And she's like, listen, boys, just listen. I don't see a blue person around right now. We have a show to run. It's very important. Right now, I don't know your name still. It doesn't matter as long as...
My name is Pyre Zeal.
Pyre Zeal.
Actor extraordinaire.
This is the person Carlton sent. This is the person Carlton sent to replace him. We need to get on stage. We will search we will search the entire building after the show is over. Right now, I don't think there's a threat. And they're just going, and then she's just like, no buts. Get back to the stage. We need to be able to move all the scenery for the second act. It's starting in 15 minutes. We have to go now. And she's immediately...
Pyre probably got along with Pyre probably was a theater kid. He's so fucking overdramatic and shit.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. And she'll push you, Pyre. She's like, you're in the ready room. Act 2, you have at least 4 pages of lines. Come on.
Of course. Yeah, I start reading back lines.
Yeah, she throws you into the prep room.
Yeah.
The green room.
That's the black room. The green room. Or green room is like the pre-prep room, but she wants you like ready for the stage.
Okay.
So also, if I can, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. I was gonna say if I can still telepathically hear what's going on, I was gonna listen to see if I can hear him actually saying the words.
I believe you're you're out of the range.
Yeah.
You were out of the range once you went into the green room.
The less voices in my head, the better. That's what I say.
Yeah, you are able to concentrate on the script. All right, from here, we're going to take a bit of a visual shift towards our friend.
Here we go.
Kayleen. Well, this should be
great.
fun.
So,
So, Keeling,
oh god.
you have been nursing. You have been nursing a bit of a toothache for a while. You've been laying in bed for 2 days. On the second day, the party sounded like they were going out to do a little bit more searching for the location of the Vault of Dragons. And anytime you were about to like get up, you're just like, no, and it wasn't.
We probably would have told you to. We got all the keys.
Yeah.
To open the door. We just got to find
Okay.
to open the vault.
Yeah, yes. You would have received information in between. It's that moment where you kind of like wake up and you're piecing together all the things that happened when people were talking to you while you were asleep, and you're like, oh.
We gave you water. We told you something that was happening. Pretty much like that.
You did a lot of resting. After they left, you heard You've been having weird dreams of late, where you are meeting someone. You find yourself in different locations, all to do with places of your past. Describe to me one location from your past that would have meant something to you. Something that maybe would have come back to you in a dream often enough, but now it's kind of almost being forced to the surface.
Majority of my life I've spent on my family's farm. And like little... Yeah.
So you've been having dreams of a smooth-talking salesman that's made his way up to the doorstep of the farmhouse of your family multiple times. You keep having dreams of this salesman showing up. Howdy, miss. Name's Galore. I'm hoping to sell you something. Something that I think's really going to help you here on this farm.
No.
You keep having these dreams that keep coming back. Every time you meet the salesman, he has a new pitch for you, and the pitch always becomes blurry when he goes to speak. You go, well, maybe there's a couple moments you turn him away. Maybe there's one moment where you ask him what it is he wants, and he goes, well, I got a little product, and it just sort of blurs. It blurs away, and the dream.
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah, the dream becomes.
No!
I got some knives for
Keeling needs to lay off the juice, the farm juice.
You keep having this reoccurring dream of being at your farmhouse and the salesman Galore coming to your doorstep, and every time the dream reoccurs again, there's more pieces of it that are clearer than before, and it starts to become more of a crystal clear memory of yours. You like every time you dream it, it's more and more real until it's almost as if you're reliving the exact memory that you're in. And then one morning you wake up in the farmhouse and you're there. You are as much there as you where it's real, and you hear a knock at the door. You hear a knock at the screen door.
I go to the screen.
You can see the shadow of the man with the ball cap hat. He's got a suitcase. The door opens, and you can see this man. He looks very. If I was to place an actor, it'd be the one who played the bad guy in Who Killed Roger Rabbit or whatever, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It would look like him, and he would just go, "Good evening, little lady. How are you? My name's Galore. You see, I'm a traveling salesman of sorts."
Hi.
Hi. Says, "May I come in?"
I look back to see if my parents are around.
You can hear your father. He's out in the field. Your mother is cooking dinner in the other room.
I guess. Yeah, you can come in.
Thank you. Steps in, and he goes, and he takes his hat off and puts it on the thing. He puts his coat up, and he says, "The living room, perhaps, so that I might tell you of my wares."
Yeah, I'll go get my mother.
No need. She looks quite busy. Perhaps just you and I can speak.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Yep.
I am an adult adventuring hero. I can handle myself.
I'm an adult.
You're 17 or something.
I'm an adult.
I always assumed Keeling was like 13.
Really?
Not quite that young. Not quite that young.
Okay.
Okay.
He takes you to the room and he sits down with you on the couch. He goes, quite comfortable, much hospitality. I am quite thirsty, and he looks down and he says, oh, looks like your mother had a pitcher of water here. I mean, isn't that just the nicest thing? And he pours a drink of water for himself, and he drinks it all the way down and places it on the table. May I pour you one?
I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Excellent, of course.
I feel weird saying thank you to someone pouring water in my own house, but okay.
Oh, no problem at all. Now, let's get right to business, shall we? We don't want to beat around the bush anymore, do we, Keeling? You never told this person your name. And he picks up his suitcase and he sets it down. And he says, now what I have to offer you here is quite a lot. And I mean quite a lot. And for not so much a price either. And he clicks open either side. And he says, what I have here is a fount of knowledge. A fount of knowledge that is, well, there's no bounds to it, really. You see, I have traveled very far and collected quite a bit. I even know a couple things that you might not expect me to know, really. And they're all right here in this here suitcase. How about I show you something? A test of the wares, if I might. He opened...
Like a sample?
A sample. Now that's a perfect way to phrase it.
Oh, my mother loves free samples. I'll try some.
Let's... He opens up the suitcase, and a flash of light fills the room. The next moment, you find yourself in a place entirely alien to you, a beautiful hall. You see a man dressed in exquisite robes. He looks very much noble-esque, and you see Pyre as well. You see the noble man being pulled away in chains. You recognize him as Degault Never Ember. As he is being pulled away in chains, two guards on either side. He looks to Pyre, and you can hear his words, I never thought it would be you. And he goes to turn, and we watch Pyre draw his sword. He cuts down both of the guards on either side of Degault Never Ember, and then breaks the chains. Renard behind him, weeping, screams at his father, Run! Leave and never return! I want nothing to do with you. He looks and he turns and takes a step back into darkness and disappears. A flash of light brings you back to your living room of your home as a child. And the suitcase closes. And he says, now, Keeling, don't you find that quite interesting that I would know that kind of information? Something about your friend that perhaps you didn't even know.
Wait, I don't get it. Wasn't Never Ember a mad person?
Says, Never Ember was... Well, he had his issues.
And then Pyre was there, but he killed the guards and then let them go?
Confusing, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to have all the pieces fill their slots, to understand more than you do now? Do you understand what I'm offering you?
No. I'm so confused.
I'm offering you knowledge. The chance to fill in the blanks, Keeling. To understand what you don't understand.
Fire.
But I know Pyre.
Do you?
Do you? I knew it. Sorry.
He says, now you know you're not sitting in the living room of your family home. Your childhood home. You know that you're not here right now. We're still in your head. And you know I'm not a salesman. He says, your friends found me. You found me. The Stone of Galore.
But I never found the Stone of Galore.
Says, oh, but you did, darling. You did. Your friends did, at least. Well, I imagine you wouldn't remember much after all you were through. I can offer quite a bit of information.
Hold on. Remind me, did you switch out Pyre? Didn't you switch out? I thought you handed the Stone of Galore over, right?
So I gave it to the kid. We found the kids later, and I picked it back up. And I took it. Okay. And I think I told you guys, because I was even bugging with you.
You would know that.
You know, I have this.
Okay. Okay.
The last person you knew.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then, so I'm gonna adjust my thing. I go, yeah, Pyre has the stone, is what I'm gonna say instead. Sorry.
Yes, he does. I had a nice long conversation with your friend Pyre, and I discovered quite a bit. But unfortunately, he doesn't wish to wield knowledge unyielding.
Why?
I'm not sure. He says,
by the way, shout out to him. I told him, I was like, listen, Stone, you gotta be a little nicer when you get to know people. Don't come off as creepy. Props to him for taking my advice. Stone. I would be thrilled if you knew this.
Took the pointer. And he says, he tossed me away. He's keeping me in a satchel around his belt. He won't use me, won't wield the power that I claim to offer, that I do indeed offer. He says, your friends are, well, they're at a place that I sent them. What information I gave them was very little before they decided not to, to cast me away, as it would be. They've been sent to a theater named the Pink Flume. I helped them find all 3 keys needed to open the Vault of Dragons, the hoard that Never Ember left behind. Of course, they don't, unfortunately, know exactly how to get there. They need me, and they won't use me, Keeling. You have to go and convince them. Tell them. Take the stone. Let me in, and I can make you powerful.
Aren't you with Pyre?
Oh, I am, but he won't use me.
2 10s and a...
Okay.
You need to get the stone away from him. He doesn't know what I can do to help. He doesn't understand. He's too proud. But you, Keeling, you have a wit about you. I can tell.
Baby, she's gonna die.
Okay, so I just have to convince them to have you help them, and then we'll be fine. But wait, you said something about a price?
Says, a price, yeah. I mean, nothing comes for free, Keeling. Nothing at all. The price is something you already have, so it's that much easier. You see, I'm a collector of knowledge. Oh, no, go ahead.
Wait, no, I was just confused by what you were saying. I don't have anything for you, so...
Oh, but you do,
except money. I do have a little... No, I don't have any money now.
I don't need your money, darling. You keep that and spend it on yourself. What I need... What I need from you are your memories.
What will you do with my memories?
Well, I'll save them. I'll keep them. And make sure they're safe, of course. Perhaps one day you'll have kin or next of kin, or perhaps one day you'll find yourself in trouble and you'll need me. And there I'll be with everything saved exactly where it is.
Wait, will you take my memories?
No, of course not. You'll keep those till the day you die. I simply just need I need the knowledge.
Share them?
Exactly, to
Oh.
share them with all kinds of folks who might find use of a skilled druid as yourself and your experiences.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad.
Not
I mean, I could
at
just tell you
all.
my memories.
Well, I think that would be grand,
Yes, this
but
is what we hoped would happen.
3 years ago.
there's
I've been
something.
walking
He says,
And then
yeah,
Lord
he'll
Lord Death might
he'll pause you. He'll pause you. He'll say, you see where we are now, in a memory of your own, but it's limited, very limited. Let me show you. He sets you up and brings you into the kitchen. Your mother's not there, but the pot is stirring by itself. He says, "You see, I only have pieces. Look outside, and you can see your father is not on the tractor. It's moving by itself. Only bits. You see, I'm quite far away from you, but we can go back. We can relive the memories of your past and see them through your eyes once again." Experience the knowledge and keep it safe. Only if you can wield me. But
What
I can.
about the bad memories?
Well, we can
Do you
make
want
sure
those
those.
too?
Well, I mean, sometimes the bad memories are lessons that help us learn. Maybe we'll look into those.
Like, don't blow up your friends.
I imagine that'll be a great lesson to learn, to review again. I can help you, but only a little bit. You need to go. Find your friends. They're close, quite close, I imagine, to the Vault of Dragons. I've set up a small precaution in my time with Pyre, the struggle that was, to make sure that I'd have a backup of sorts. And he says, you should wake up. There's going to be someone knocking at your door in a little bit. They're going to have something for you. Tickets to a show. It's at the Pink Flume. I want you to go to that show, Kingling. Find a way to get backstage and find your friends. Well, maybe they're in the audience. Or maybe they're in the front. In any case, find your friends and find me. If you can get me away from Pyre, we'll have all the knowledge we need.
How do I let you in?
Well, you simply need to wield me. And then, when you get the chance, concentrate, attune yourself to the stone, and you'll have access to my power.
Okay.
He says,
Legit.
and I'll say, before
Totally fine.
you see
seems
him,
nice. I like
you
him.
see him wane. Yeah, you see him wane. This is shortly after the party took off. You see him wane. Oh, I'm getting quite far away. It won't be much longer. One last thing. It might be best if you can get it from Pyre without him knowing. I don't think he'd be happy.
Why?
Something's...
Is Pyre one of your best friends?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
I'll
He
just
brought
say,
you back to life.
he
I did
doesn't...
bring you back to life.
It's true.
I forgot about that.
He doesn't trust me, but I think he's just scared. He says, he doesn't trust me, but I think he's just scared. Fear is a crippler of many heroes, but you're not afraid, are you, Kingly?
No, I'm not afraid of anything.
It's good, good. And you watch, he's starting to fade away. You're gonna wake up soon. Make sure you get those tickets. Make sure you make it to that show, and make sure you find me. Your friends' lives may depend on it.
Okay. I'll see you soon, Mr. Galore.
See you soon, Kingly. Keep well, darling. And he dissipates, and you immediately, everything around you turns to ash, and you wake up, and you hear a knock at the door downstairs. It's the door to the apartments upstairs. It's not the door to the. It's not the door to the. To the rest of to the tavern.
I run excitedly to the knock.
All right.
Oh my gosh, if this is real, if it wasn't just a fever dream.
You open the door and a man stands in front of you that we, the audience, recognize as one of the individuals that got the Stone of Galore in his hands during Pyre's chase scene
There's another chase scene, Kristen.
You missed it.
to get the stone back for the second time because it got away from him, but he secured it. But we see the face of one of the individuals who the stone was passed to during that second chase scene, and his eyes are just sort of droned over, and he's got something in his hand, and then he's just like staring up, but when you come in, he goes, "Oh, my lady, these are for you. I was told to give them to you." You take them, and he just goes, and he goes, "What?
Are you okay?
What? Where am I?" And he says, "Is this the North Ward?" "Oh, I've gone sleepwalking again, haven't I? Oh, Darla told me to... Oh, she told me I should have drank those potions. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, ma'am, for disturbing you. Did I do anything to harm you? You're okay?"
No. I mean, yes. I mean...
This is... I'm...
No, you didn't do anything to harm me. Yes, I am okay.
Good,
you
good.
just gave me...
Yeah. He'll...
Oh my god!
What do you say? What do you say?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, let's go.
The silent monk who's talking to me.
I'll be off then. I'm so sorry for disturbing you. Good morning to you. Okay. And he just sort of like he stumbles down the street.
I look back at the thing in my hands like, am I dreaming again? And
you see tickets to you look at them and you see it's to the Pink Flumph for a show called The Kiss of the Liambra.
I pinched myself a couple of times.
You're not dreaming.
Okay.
And then you wake up.
So you would I'm going to montage you here. You are going to the Pink Flumph, yes?
Yes.
Alright, the next scene we would see is Pyre stepping out on stage. As he steps out on stage in full garb, we see Keeling in the front seat in the audience. And you see Pyre step out on stage. I'm going to put you in the map.
So, how big is this stone? I can't eat the stone, right? We already went over this.
No, it's like this about this big.
Alright, that's a couple bites.
But you have no idea that the stone has contacted Keeling as of now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know. Get that metagame out of here. Alright, you see him step out on
stage. and I are tight, alright? We don't keep secrets.
You've been looking for them, Keeling. You just kind of got like, oh, here's my tickets. Crap, what do I do? I guess I go sit down. You're like running around, and you finally get the
it's
first
very much
sign.
a Keeling thing.
So there was the show has been amazing so far. It's about this prince getting banished. He just got banished in Act 1, and we're going to Act 2. He gets banished from his desert home, and he's a prince. He apparently committed some sort of murder, but he was framed. Essentially, the audience knows, but the characters don't. And the second scene is supposed to be him traveling into the desert and like what adventures he sort of has there. He has a couple of friends with him, this prince. And let me get the prince on stage.
Can I be dressed like Jasmine?
Yeah, effectively. He's got a couple of friends with him. He has the female lead, who of Act 2 hasn't come out just yet. And you see Pyre playing the female lead, and then there's they have a stumpy halfling friend who's kind of like a little bit grizzled. These are the friends of the prince, and they're traveling in the sand. And the first line is just like, I just can't believe it. I can't. You hear the prince say, I can't believe they would throw me out of my ancestral home. I'm their prince. Why would they do this to me? I've been framed. This is... darling, Coriana, you believe me, don't you? You've come out here in the desert with me. And he's looking at Pyre.
Stares off in the distance, says, I just don't know what to believe in.
Are you rolling on script or off script? Give me a performance check.
gonna be on script.
Well, if
it's gonna quickly go off script.
If he's a sub in, wouldn't they put him on book?
He might have a book. Yeah, he might have it.
Can I? No, Fire would not go out with.
Give me that.
You wouldn't go on book.
No,
of
Fire's
course
too
not.
good for
You
that.
wouldn't go on book.
I've been studying this play a lot. I've been, role playing. Is that enough for some advantage?
No, I would say it's enough to take away the disadvantage. So you're at normal.
I 100% agree.
That's enough. You stumbled the line a little bit. It wasn't quite there, like a few letters, and
It's not the right line.
It's not the right line. It skips 3 lines, and she has to immediately be like, "Yes, you are right. My brother. He did. He must have betrayed me." It's just it's not like a full response, and the audience kind of you can tell they're like, "Huh?" What?
Fire keeps going because his main reason is he's looking for where wishes might be.
Yeah. Yeah, looking around your.
And he winks at Keeling at one point, probably.
Keeling does that really annoying wave thing to get your you know how parents will wave at their kids. Yeah. Keeling's very, very excited to recognize him.
Yeah, you finally have spotted Pyre. Pyre, you see Keeling in the audience. You see
Pyre's
Keeling.
Oh, sweet. Maybe we told her we were gonna be here. Maybe she's feeling better.
Yeah,
Pyre's not gonna overthink it.
You all step further out on stage, and then you can hear her name. Gosh, it's covered up. It's always they need to give simpler names. I swear to God. Yalik. She steps forward, and so this is a woman. She's dressed like a man. She's doing a male's role of a prince. She goes, "This blasted sun. I don't know if we'll be able to make it without water. It's so bright." And she puts her arms up toward she's going to cover something like a bright light, and nothing happens. And she's immediately just frozen. And then you can hear her just
Pyre would create a big blast of light because he can produce flame. So
you do.
Do it himself.
That doesn't catch anything on fire, does it?
I mean, it does, but it's only if I put it somewhere flammable.
Okay, you try to place it.
I can hold on to it too.
Yeah, to the best of your ability, you light it, and she immediately just goes, "Oh God." And she'll she looks visibly she's holding it together, but she's so bright, and she's just so happy that happened. Pyre, you did have to do the components for it and everything, and some people might have noticed. But she'll turn back over to you while the dwarf steps forward, and he's just "The sun is so bright. It's just it's so. This is not a great play." And he's just
I enjoy the language of the play so far.
He's just "Will we ever survive? Like my days in Kalimshan long ago, where I barely survived my travels through the desert. Somewhere." No, it's just him. It's
a
just
musical,
him.
Right?
He immediately goes into a song that is supposed to be in the play, but they might have skipped a few lines because they know it's not going good. At which point Yalik shuffles towards you. She's like, "Where is that blasted fairy dragon? Damn it, Wishes! Damn it! He's not on stage. I don't think anybody seen him.
Where is he? I'll go get him.
It's just no, you have to stay out here." And she'll just immediately wave, and then she gives one of these. And she's just "Wishes, where's Wishes?" And then one of them's just and you can see some of them, she's giving a symbol of "Where's Wishes?" And they, and a couple of stagehands run back, and they're just looking around, for Wishes.
Oh my gosh, this is a new version of the play I've never seen!
Oh.
So good!
It just turns into a mashup of different plays.
Just a sec. I want to put you in a different place. I want to put you in a different place.
Uncle Ben is gonna die in this play.
So you're sitting next to an exquisite. You're sitting next to an exquisite-looking gentleman. I'll give you a picture of him. And he has a very lovely woman around his arm on one side, and they seem to they might be husband and wife. He looks like this. Very exquisite, and he's got one over. He's got a drink in his hand, and he's just "Oh, I apologize, mister. I might be too drunk to notice, but are they fucking it up?"
What? No! This... Don't you... Can't you appreciate the acting?
Oh, no,
Like, look at him! And I'm pointing at Pyre, and I'm like, he's so good.
And he just goes, maybe I'm far too intoxicated then. All right then. I guess I'll just enjoy the show. Thank you. Your name, miss?
Keeling.
Oh, my name is Mert. Mert the Moneylender. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, I like your name, Mr. Moneylender.
Yes. So yeah, we see you next to, and we'll say, because you guys have no idea of this is one of the most iconic figures in Forgotten Realms. She's sitting next to, like, a famous character.
It's actually a good Forgotten Realm name. It's an easy name. It's great. It's not Furzal Khan, the fifth of the Synclados.
The audience knows that we're literally, like, this is the equivalent of being in, like, this is the equivalent of being in a, what is it? It's like, it's like being in a remake and you see the OG actor, like, sitting next to you, and he does, like, a cameo where he's like, hey! It's just like that. That's what's happening right now.
It's like Stan Lee. It's like seeing
Yeah,
Stan
it's
Lee
like
in Marvel.
it is literally like seeing Stan Lee. Like, that's who's next to you right now.
I think we all collectively on stage, we all get really off track.
Yeah,
and, it's the point where, you know, when you're, like, in a meeting or something and you're talking and you can tell people are like, so you just keep talking and you just keep going. Like, we don't know what we're doing anymore, we're just going, we're just hoping. We're living off a
Yeah, you're living off a dream. You're going into improv. I'm going to ask for, like, a group performance check to see if you guys can pull it together for this scene in Act 2, but not quite yet. We're going to shift back to our friends who are in a dressing room right now, currently ripping up the carpet, trying to find the entrance to the to the vault. Outside, you guys can hear a pounding on doors that are further down, not yours, and you can just hear, "Wishes! Where's Wishes? Does anybody see Wishes?" At which point you can hear a voice in your head, "Aw, crap. Listen, I'm gonna have to leave you guys alone for a second. Rip up the rest of the floor, though. I want to see what's under there."
Okay. Bye?
Oh, also we have Nim out with us.
You do. Yeah. Nim's just sort of watching everything. Fung, you are in the midst of ripping up the floor.
What the fuck is going on?
Solma's pulled stuff away. Yeah, the party snuck into... You don't know, you don't get to know.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I'll tell you, because you might remember, Nim was one of the keys to open the door. The three keys. So.
Fung, what do you do? Solma's moved, like, the last dresser out of the way. You got, like, ripped halfway.
What can I see of the floor? How
see
far
stone.
have we actually gotten through this? So it's all stone?
You see
no
stone.
trapdoors?
She moves you don't see any trapdoors yet. She moves a dresser out from the middle of the room, and you continue ripping up the whole thing. You don't see any from where you've traveled. Just stone floor.
Anything along the wall?
Nothing along the wall. You're not even halfway down the room, though. You're like a quarter of the way ripped up.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you rip towards the center of the room, and you immediately see a seam. In the floor. A seam.
Is it like a stone crack,
or is it a stone crack?
Okay. There's something.
Do you keep ripping?
Oh yeah.
All right, both of you on either side. Ripping away, and we get a shot looking up as you both tear on either side of this carpet. As everything's been moved out of the way, we get a scene from the top, and we see the motif of a dragon lightly in the carpet, and it rips right at the nostril and nostril mouth area, and we see a stone door with the imprint of a small stone slab with an imprint of the sigil of Neverember in a stone floor, and we can see it right on there. And the sigil of Neverwinter is a snowflake, but it's an iron snowflake. It looks to be like made of metal, and in the background is an illustrated city of no origin. No origin.
Is it like a stone slab?
It is so basically it's a stone floor and there is a stone like square cut out in the floor, like same level. It's a slab that's in the floor.
Are there any slots, like 3 slots for our keys? Or...
You can see that there's no 3 slots for keys or anything. This is a small it's just Never Ember symbol, and it's a 5x5 stone slab in the stone of the floor. It's set in the stone of the floor, but you can see that there are alcoves, like hand scoopy alcoves like in there that you would do to like lift up.
Okay, I stick a hand in and look at Solma.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other side?
Yep.
Up.
Make a strength check with advantage, one of you.
You do it.
Okay.
Good luck.
I don't think either one of us have very good strength. So.
Only 3. I have
Strength check.
It is a strength athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah, I have +3.
That +2.
18.
Advantage.
18.
It is
Oh,
advantage.
It is advantage.
18.
So it's 18.
Oh, my heart.
You both
Hard to
heave
think
with
for a
all
second.
your strength, and as you heave, you feel it shift a little bit, and then immediately as that happens, it clicks back down, poof, and you see a wash of purple magical light over it. Shing! And you're unable to lift it. You lifted it you got it like an inch, and it immediately you felt it poof, like sink back down, and a sheen of purple magic just like appeared for a second, a flash.
So the only depresses are like the hand
Just
holds?
the hand holds.
There's nothing else around the edges?
Yep.
We
And-
cannot turn the snowflake or anything. That's
It's all just, it's an imprint, it's embossed into the stone, and he says,
Oh, crap. Magically warded. I can't believe you guys found something, though.
we were telling the truth, you see?
and he goes, no.
Wait. I might have a spell for this. Let me think.
And then you hear a boom, boom, boom at the door, and it says, you can just hear, Wishes, are you in there? Wishes, you're needed on stage right now. And he just goes, no,
Dresser.
crap.
Push the dresser in front of the door?
and he just goes,
No, this is like... Put the carpet back. Put the carpet back. We gotta do this later.
I mean, we can try. I guess. Is it like shredded, or were we able to pull up like?
you ripped
of
it. You could like put it back down and just put furniture all over it.
I'm yes.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess.
Let's
I
listen to
guess
the voice.
let's do it.
We have no
okay.
spells as monks, so
No, we don't.
You
No,
hear, you don't hear his
I
voice.
could try.
You do not hear his voice in your head for the first time. You hear it audibly, out loud, and he says,
I'm coming. 1 second. 1 second. He's like, come on, move it.
make a group athletics check again.
Okay.
So this is just for a group. Both of you roll.
So both of us straight. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, again. Like,
We're doing it.
22.
Hey.
Yeah, you
1.5.
you shove everything back into place. The door opens, and you watch as appearing before you is a beautiful little dragon. As the door swings open, I'll show you a picture of Wishes.
This is a dragon. Oh my god. This is
Fairy
making me so happy.
dragon.
I gotta get his thing out. Where is it? Fairy dragon right here.
Take your time.
I can just describe him for you.
No,
He's
no.
got poop for a face. And-
He looks like this.
He's a fairy.
You see a halfling on their side. He's about the size of like I would say like a Great Dane, or no, a little bit smaller. I would say probably like a lab. And he's about that big. As he forms, you can see him in full form. And then there's a halfling on the other side, and he sees all of you he sees you two in here. Unless you were trying to hide. You guys trying to hide?
From, I mean,
The door
no.
swinging open.
No.
It's kind of hard to hide.
Right here, yeah.
Door opens and he's just like, oh, there you are, and he looks up and he's like,
Who are they? Don't worry about them. Just don't say to anybody in this room, okay? They're getting ready for the show later, okay? And he's just like, whatever. And he looks and he's just like, listen, you weren't there for the second act. The sun didn't come out. Thank God somebody on stage knew how to cast a spell. He's like, yeah, I'm coming, all right? The rest of the show is going to be fantastic. Now, give me a second. And he turns, and before the halfling closes the door, he'll look at you guys and he just says, you just stay here, okay? Just stay here.
Okay.
All right.
And he leaves. The door closes.
That was the cutest creature I ever saw.
So, as we go back out to the stage, the second act comes to its glorious conclusion. Everybody's sweating. You've heard through whispers from Yalik and the other gentleman on stage playing another character, the other character, that they're like, we don't know what we're gonna do. We're supposed to be coming to a lava fortress that's supposed to have something inside, like that's supposed to be like the leader into the next act, and we don't have any magic to make lava.
We're just gonna improv it.
Yeah, and they
we're just gonna go out there, like, tell me 3 things you hate to run into on your way to work, and then we just work from there. We're just gonna put a
No, we have to keep it with the theme.
And listen, the theme is dead. I murdered it on stage.
So,
all right.
as the scene comes to its climax, to the crescendo, there's supposed to be a scene where the floor turns to lava, and there's supposed to be a minor illusion that's supposed to sort of set the stage and make it that's like very glorious. You can see people waiting.
Do I just light the floor on fire then?
You can see people.
Yes.
They say they would be like, don't do that unless you do. If you ask, they're gonna say no.
I start to make the flame in my hand.
She last grasps your hand.
No.
And as the scene's about to happen, I would like you to make a performance check. I'm gonna have them make performance checks as well. You're all gonna get
17.
You're all gonna get advantage because not advantage, +5 to the roll because as it happens, I'm gonna roll for them.
Then I got a 22.
Oof, they rolled so low. You got a 22. Oh my god, they rolled so low. That sucks. Well, it's a total of 13. 13. Oh wait, so average. So it's gonna be.
They all got +5.
They all got +5, but then they get an additional +5 because they're performers, so they have +5. So it's +10 to each of these. So it's 11 and 13. 11, 13, and 22 are...
That's 24 plus 22 is 46 divided by 3.
Yeah, 46 divided by 3. That's pretty decent.
That's pretty good. It's like 15.
Yeah. The Wishes finally comes back to the stage. He's not visible, but the sight of his magic is definitely a sight changer, and it pulls the whole fuck up of Act 2 because everybody waits for this scene because it's incredible magic and they want to see it, and everybody was kind of in their seats like, oh, they barely did the sun, they didn't even do the sandstorm, they better have the fucking lava, and it happens at the last possible second. Like, everybody's nervous on stage. They think it's just gonna bomb. This is the end of their careers, and the lights go on. Pyre pulls. What do you do? What do you do to add to it?
I want to pull someone out of the audience.
You want to pull someone out of the audience?
I said earlier I had a bouquet. I want to throw a rose to our good friend Keeling.
Okay.
And beckon her on stage.
Is that after the scene is over?
It's like part of the scene. Like, Pyre doesn't know it. I think that, like, especially the scene's gone on way longer than it's supposed to. Nobody knows what's going on.
Okay.
Pyre's just trying to. Pyre, like, throws a rose out to Keeling and calls her on stage.
Yeah, Mert pushes you up and he's just like, no, I haven't seen this in a decade. Go get up there. And he'll, like, push you up, and Keeling, yeah, you get on
Without
stage.
a second chance, this is my big break.
Yeah, Yalik sees it happen immediately. You throw it out, and I guess this has probably happened in like shows before, and they just worked with it. She really is sad that you did it in this moment at this bad scene, because it's usually better when it's done during an amazing scene. And she's just like, she's like, whoa, a new companion to join our group. a earth genasi found, of course, in a earthen magma temple. You will help us.
Just runs off the stage with Keeling in hand and is gonna go run off the stage, right backstage, and just throw Keeling in the room with everybody else.
Where are you going, my love?
Haste away from the lava! Like, run off.
What haste? And she leaves, and the curtain falls. There's like half the room clapping. A couple people leave.
Oh.
I mean,
That isn't the show I was promised. What the hell was that?
That's fine.
So you're throwing Keeling into what, the back?
I'm throwing Keeling just in the room that I've thrown everyone else. So far. I threw Pong in there first, then I threw Solma in there.
I'm gonna add more chaos to this. You don't barely get to get a word out to Keeling before Yalek punches into the room. Boom! And she's just like, what the hell was that? What is going on? And she's just like...
I'm not getting in the room with them, just to make that clear.
I'm
throwing her in the room. I'm throwing her in the room with Fong and Solma. I'm throwing her in there, and then I'm closing the door. I'm not...
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you are throwing her in the room. It's unavoidable. Yalek's following the whole time, would see you throw Keeling into the room.
That's fine.
And would approach and just go, what are you doing? What are you... She says, I know. She says, why'd you pull someone on the stage? We were doing okay. It was going fine. At which you hear a shot. It's like, who the hell is that? And why did you just throw them in the room? That's an audience member. We can't hold people high. At which point,
all right. Actually, she's my friend. I'm sorry.
Your friend? Wait a minute. Who is that? The blue person? She's like, what's going?
She's a brown person.
You hear a voice shout down the hallway.
Wow.
You hear the voice of the woman who entered you, who welcomed everybody into the theater. Yulcos Delino, Miss Delino, and she's here. Okay, I want some answers immediately. Where's Yalek? Where is she? And you can see her.
Like you're in trouble.
You can see her, like she's like, oh no, we're both in trouble. You're in this with me. She grabs your arm, and
I'm like, all right, let's go. I just gotta get changed too. I know I'm not going out there.
Yeah, you get stopped in the hallway by Miss Delino, who just sort of shoves everybody the way. Everybody sees her and they like move out of the way, and she stumbles down, and you can see like she's like, Miss Delino, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, and she'll be like. She's like, we lost control, like all this. She's like, I am losing patrons out there. All right, you're going to pull this act together. I don't know who the hell that is. Like replacement for Carlton. Yeah, sent him in and says, well, he's the only one up there actually acting.
Pyre's like looking sad. Pyre's like kind of like self-conscious, and then he just like rises up. He literally brightens up. His hair like.
You need to pull it together. The only thing that is you need to pull it together, and you need to get him under control at the very least. You cannot. She'll move out of the way, sir. I do not know who you are, but I am the owner of this establishment, Miss Delino. Currently, the person giving you your paycheck at the end of all this. And if you want to see a single silver, you're going to do exactly as I tell you. First off, you made a big mistake pulling someone on the stage who is not a part of this production. Where are they, by the way? And at which point,
literally just doesn't say.
Yosuke will tap him. She'll be like, she looks irritated. She'll tap. Yosuke will tap Miss Delino on the shoulder, and just say, she threw him into the dressing room. Says,
listen, I don't know how you do this in.
Nope, you're going to shut up.
Neverember. This is how we do it up in Neverwinter. This is how the show goes.
She yells over you. You're going to shut up. You're going to shut up. You're going to shut up. And she says, you're going to listen to exactly what I say, okay? We're going to save this thing. All right? It's a good thing you threw your friend into a dressing room that you pulled off the stage, because you're going to put them in full garb. I want them looking like a princely guard by the time Act 3 and the curtains are up. All right? No lines. Tell them simply to act appropriately. Respond with single words. They are a minor character on the stage.
I'm happy we're on the same page. I was thinking the same thing.
We are coming to the final scene. The final act. It has to play out perfectly. The prince will kiss the what is the name of the fucking play?
Something Dune. I don't know.
Kiss of the Lamia. The prince will kiss the Lamia, become corrupted, and go back to his homeland and take it over, slaughtering all those he once knew, and then he will commit suicide upon realizing what he has done, thus ending the play. Find a way to kill off your friend as soon as possible, so that we do not have to have them sitting on stage for long, but make sure that they are dressed, and make sure that they are on stage in 5, okay? I'm going back out there, and if I see a single other mistake, everyone on here is taking a pay cut for the losses for this evening. At which point you see everybody like, everybody's stressed out. She's like, I am going back out into the crowd. She'll turn over to Yolesk and she'll say, I expect perfection. And then she leaves.
Yeah, like, if we're supposed to be kind of like guards or like it's a little warlike thing, I'm gonna go take off my gown and put on like fucking chainmail.
You hear a voice in your head.
Fucking re-equip.
Yeah, you start equipping everything. Oh no, she wants you to stay in the garb you are. She wants Keeling dressed as a guard.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Are you switching?
We're both gonna be dressed. I think I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have like the dress on over the chainmail. I'm gonna try and like chainmail bikini it.
You hear a voice. You hear a voice in your head. You hear a voice in your head. He's panting a little bit.
Wait, what are you doing? Why aren't you listening to her? You're gonna fuck this thing up. It's not gonna work out for us.
Which is, if we fuck this up, she might get kicked out. She might lose interest.
She owns the building. She'll kick you
Yeah,
out.
and she'll try and sell it. And listen, I'm gonna put on a great show in the second half. All right, I'm just adding a little.
You better impress the audience.
Can I get my axe underneath my gown? Can it be?
You can. You can absolutely get underneath your gown. He'll just say,
you better impress the audience. If she loses any more patrons during Act 3, it's not gonna go good. I mean, this is the conclusion of the play.
Where were you? That's why there was an issue. You were not.
I was making a deal.
We can point fingers all night, or we can put it on art.
I'm willing to pull my weight if you are.
I've been pulling this whole performance so far.
Found the door to your...
Together, listen, I don't give a shit about the door right now, alright? I'm trying to put on a show.
He says, alright, well, let's do it. At the end of this, we're meeting back up in the dressing room.
Perfect.
Alright.
And then, I'll go and I get Keeling a costume.
Yep.
Keeling?
No,
wait,
you
was
know
everyone
what?
in the dressing room
know
when you guys
what?
were having this argument?
Yep.
I just give Keeling my chainmail and a javelin.
We'll do. Oh, Keeling's definitely coming back on the stage, but let's get a moment between. Let's get a moment between Solma and Fung, who are on the other side of this door. You can hear the argument being had currently. You all hear a voice inside your head during the argument, at which point Keeling would completely confuse you, and you would hear the voice.
Listen, all right, she's really ratting him out, or she's really just she's digging into him. Just stay in the room, don't move. Everybody, just chill.
Okay, Keeling, I'm happy to see you. Oh God, how did you get here?
You're in a play. This is so exciting. I got tickets.
Oh, from who?
Guy gave them to me, and I was like, yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it literally, like, he walked up, he knocked on the door, he had these tickets, and I wanted to go. Question.
Sure.
Where's Pyre's stuff? I know he's in costume right now.
His stuff? I have no idea, Keeling. It's been a heck of a day. We're not supposed to be in here. I don't know.
Oh.
He just
how
threw
did
me
Pyre
in
get in
here.
the play? He's not supposed to be in here. This is so exciting. And I look around. What is this room for?
You see a dressing room that's quite messy. It looks like all the furniture got like thrown around. The carpet's torn in one place pretty bad, but it looks like this haphazardly put back together.
What are all you doing?
So Keeling, Pyre was distracting them, we got in, and then he summoned the show and then drag, and then he just it's been a mess. But we found the thing.
Oh.
Underneath the carpet. The dragon.
Oh.
Something. Galore related. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you opened the door?
Well, we tried to, but there's some kind of spell on it, and we cannot. Me and Fung, we don't really have any magical ways to unlock this.
Oh, and then everything clicks in my head, of like, I know how to open this door.
Yeah.
And I start looking around, rummaging to see if I can find Pyre's stuff.
Pyre's stuff is in not this room, right?
I'm not telling anyone where my stuff is.
You have to tell me where your stuff is.
You know where my stuff is.
I do know where your stuff is.
It's not in this room. I threw her in this room for a reason. I mean, the reason is I'm throwing everything in the room.
Yeah.
It's the room.
You have no idea of Galor's contact to her, but she's in this room in the moment. Keely, it wouldn't be long after you're looking around that I imagine after Pyre got chewed out, you're on in 5. This is probably the moment where Pyre opens the door and pulls Keeling back out.
I throw Keeling my oversized chainmail for because Pyre's like 6'4".
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be in a plane.
Oh god.
Oh.
And I give her a real. It's one of my javelins, so it's a real javelin. So I'm like, that's not actually a prop, by the way.
I know what a javelin is.
Okay. I know.
Oh no.
You two, good luck, or break a leg. I don't know. What? Are they? Theater talk. I'm not sure killing what's going on. Just go. Good luck.
You guys get pulled out back onto the stage for Act 3. I've definitely described what Act 3 is supposed to be.
Ed, I'm just gonna Facebook it. I don't know how to do it.
/W DM.
Okay.
GM
Okay.
/W space GM.
Oh, the space goes.
And then you can talk after that. /W space GM. Very cool. You guys are going to get shuffled out in, like, it's all the actors sort of getting ready at once, like you're kind of like pushed to like the places you're going. Keeling, you're essentially told by the stage manager, it was this it would be a leak, and she would look. She says, "Listen, you're just going to look pretty, okay? Just don't say anything, and if we ask or talk about to you, simple answers, please. Yes, no, that kind of thing." I'm sorry he drug you into this.
I am so excited! I've never done acting before!
You're not going to act. You're
job.
going to stand and just look nice, and if we do talk to you, simple answers, please. There are no lines for you right now.
By the way,
Yes,
Keeling and I will totally have a song. It's gonna be the two of us. Coming up there. They're gonna be like, don't say much, and then we're just gonna, because neither of us can ever shut the fuck up.
You know.
So it's just gonna like,
Oh my god.
We're gonna sing a song.
Fung, let's pray.
All right. It's
being upon us.
Go ahead and roll performance check together as a group. I'll roll for her.
Can we have? Okay, this part is actually very important for the live performance. How old is Healing? Pyre is 18.
16.
Okay.
What are you,
Okay.
16? My little baby. Okay.
Yep, I'm 1 year older than what Martina was.
She could have lived longer.
Your
I
leak
think
is bringing it.
I think we do a.
Oh shit.
You still have inspiration.
You have advantage.
If you want to.
I have advantage. Oh,
Mhm. With wishes.
That's a lot better. That's a
Nice.
19.
Yay. Okay.
It's a lot better.
I think I make the song in the end. That's about the moral of the story song. There's not supposed to be songs, but Keeling and I will sing. If you're okay with it, we'll sing about how power corrupts, and we're trying to make it an allegory for
At the very end.
Lord Neverwinter.
At the very end would fit.
Yeah, like we're like dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, at the very end would
big
fit.
song that's about that people start to put together is about the corruption of Lord Neverember, who's been banished.
Absolutely. So Yalik's performance is on point to take the story exactly where it was supposed to go. This is the one addition that happens, and I'll say, like, as it happens, you get that 19. Yalik doesn't even look nervous. Like, you guys just pulled off every single piece that it was. You remembered all of your lines up till now, and she goes for the song, and she's just, and as you start singing, there's a little bit of worry, but it starts going into like a theme, and it's like a new song, and it's like a thing added to the end that wasn't there, and you get a lot of oh from the audience. They're like, we get a special song. Like there's a lot of oh man, nobody else has seen this yet. This isn't a part of this. And like some of the people who haven't been there in a while are like edge of their seat, like oh, or who I've seen it a couple times. Mert's just kind of like oh. He's got his mustache and he's just like curling it. We see Volo. He's crying. He's got like a oh no, it's beautiful, and yeah,
there's a part where so Pyre is scorned by her lover's treachery of going after the kiss of the lamb and all that, and just finds solace in the manly Keeling.
There's a part where you're holding Pyre, Keeling, and you hear a voice in your head. I'm quite close, darling.
Ooh. I'm gonna I really want to analyze Pyre right now.
Make
that
a perception check.
Are you gonna analyze?
You would be able to spot below his garments what looks to be a pouch of sorts. I believe around his neck. Yep. Right here.
Sort of like a satchel, like right around, and it's tied. There's something.
And you hear a voice in your head. That's it.
Oh shit! How am I gonna get this thing?
I'm
gonna finish out the song as I create a plan.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You finish out the song. The plan is now the lights will dim, the curtain draws. There's applause. Do you do anything right now?
I'm gonna reach out to see if I can grab the necklace.
Make a sleight of
If
hand.
she reaches out, I reach to pull her in closely.
You do.
Grab her hand and pull her in. Yeah.
I'm gonna try I get grabbed to come in. I'm gonna see if I can
No, yeah, it's like a grab of the hand. Wait, how much does Pyre know? He's just like, I read this.
No, because we're on the stage, right? It's supposed to be a somewhat romantic thing,
yeah, you've got one hand. Absolutely. Okay, I thought you were just like, I grabbed both the hands and cuffed them. Okay. You can try.
Also, if anybody grabs this thing, Pyre is going on kill mode.
It matters if you know it. People can lift things off of you without you knowing, but the roll is what depends upon it.
It's tied really tightly to my it'd be hard to notice it missing.
We'll see what the dice say. So Pyre's passive perception is 13. Keeling, I would like you to make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage. Both of these rolls have both of these have to be above 13, or Pyre will notice you're trying to get that off of them. It's at disadvantage because it's tied tight, and you're in a position that's a little awkward.
Nope, that's cool. I get it. You ready?
Yeah. No. No. You feel Keeling in the slight darkness on the other side since the lights have gone down.
You're
even on this side.
awkwardly groping at it.
You can feel.
I expect her to grab my chiseled chest.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, no, that's actually a chiseled stone, not my chest.
What do you do?
I just move her hand away from it, and
I give up real fast.
Yeah,
I take her backstage.
Before you can have a conversation, before you can even have a conversation, all of the crew shuffles in, and you guys are all congratulated. Like, oh, you did it! Like, all of the crew, all the actors, we gotta get ready to bow. Like, we have to bow. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, the 60 seconds, and they're all just like,
Pyre lifts Keeling up on his shoulder. He's like,
yeah. The curtain, they're asking for an encore. The curtain pulls up, and yeah, you guys do the whole bow situation.
And Pyre and Keeling walk out and bow.
Yep, you walk out. You would walk into backstage, and it's a party back here. Everybody's happy that it pulled together. We don't see Mrs. Delano, but people start shuffling out, and she's probably going to the front to greet people. We would see her leave and just be like, "Oh, of course, it worked out great. No, everything's fine." And she's just like, "Good, fucking good." And I was like, "I was about to fire all of you, motherfuckers." It's just so you're able to get backstage. Backstage is a chaotic party. Everybody's just happy. They're not losing their jobs. Nothing bad's happening. Champagne is being thrown around. Food is being thrown around. Nobody comes into the dressing room because every time they do, they hear Wishes say, "No, I wouldn't go in there. No. Just don't occupied business of Miss Delano." And they go, "Of course, Wishes."
I was gonna be like, "Oh, you don't want to know what's going on in that room." Oh man, that's the
Wishes
fuck room
keeps
now.
everybody away from that room, man. And he's just like, and you can hear a couple people probably would say, "Elgano would be proud to see his wife and you working together." And it's like, "Yeah, it's great." Says he's a faithful companion and he's a most loved and cherished person working to make the Flume for what it used to be. And he says, "Yep, we get along great. Let's go." It's just like,
I get changed. I'd be like, "Keelan, can I have the armor?" Thank you.
Yeah, you guys can wine and dine too. You're definitely like there's a lot of attention on you for a good amount of time as people are around.
Oh yeah, I greet the fans.
It's mostly front stage. There probably is a moment where like people are sort of filtering out. Like it's probably an hour after. It's like 10 minutes after the after party. And you can see Ilana. She's already drunk. She's got like two people on either side. And she's just like, she probably already learned your names after this. And she's just like, "Pyre, Keeling, there's a couple of fans out back who want our autographs. A chance to make a little bit of coin. You want in?"
All autographs from me are free.
And she'll
Feel free to charge up how much as you want for yourself.
She'll go, "Okay, pay is up front in the toll booths. It should have your names on it, and you can the exit door. Just speak to the security. They're going to be waiting for you."
Perfect. I might hang out a little bit.
You hear in your voice, "Don't worry, security won't be a problem."
Oh!
And so,
Me and Fung are coloring his book.
I think at one point the security guard who kicks me out is like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait.
Calligraphy brushes.
no, the security guard do not come to the back. They don't. He says,
Okay.
I sent him home early. You know, they gotta get their rest.
And-
I knew they made a mistake kicking me out of the theater.
The
when
pink
I was trying to sneak
flume.
around, you know?
The pink flume, it empties all, and all that's left in the building is gonna be you guys.
Also, before I forget, the amount of money, however much money I won, goes to an orphanage to get tickets to the next show.
You won your
That's what
paycheck?
they're-
Okay, yeah, your paycheck.
My paycheck is going towards.
Yeah, you got 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's 10 tickets for them.
10 tickets for them, indeed. Indeed. So you guys are the only ones left. Let me just destroy and delete everybody else. Really
All massacred, murdered.
None of them are here.
Yeah, we all walk in and everybody's back in their normal clothes, and I'm like, "So, how's the investigation going?"
So much fun. What have you guys been up to? What has been like the since this took probably like 2.5 to 3 hours while you've been stuck in this room with Nim?
I think Fung was showing me his calligraphy, and we were just like crying.
Oh, nice! I'd love to see it. That sounds
We're sitting on our knees like perfectly
Yeah.
like that,
Oh my
and we're
God.
kind of I mean, that's the only
amazing.
thing I can think of.
Like,
if it was
we're-
3 hours.
Yeah, we prayed a little bit, then we heard that they're true, so we're like, okay, our prayer has worked, so what else? Let's draw, and okay, maybe.
thoughts and prayers.
We
That
could
is
go
so
hours
offensive.
without doing, so probably also meditate, just like, okay, let's just,
That's
So offensive.
Yep.
So you guys really partied it up in here. This place is torn up. Nice work.
Uh-huh.
All right. I think that's the last person.
You see the door close invisibly. It opens and closes.
I believe we're good to go. Now about that door, or that trap door.
I moved the carpet again so Fire and Keelan can see what we...
Yeah, you guys see...
Oh! We were right! We were in the right room!
Yeah.
Oh.
To think it was right under my nose.
Spell on this. It turned purple when we tried to lift it with one. I'm not sure what to do with this.
Nice work out there, Wishes, by the way. You do a great job.
I mean, I've been doing it for like 200 years, but yeah. It's just... I'm good at what I do. Thanks. You too. It was really impressive. Honestly, you could find a job in this.
We make a good team here.
I honestly wish I could have saw what happened.
Listen, buddy, I ain't nobody's familiar. You back off. I barely know you.
Alright.
He's like, I'm here for my horde. Anyway, you see him...
Really here for the companionship. We all know.
Nope. No. Don't turn me into one of those.
Okay.
But he comes out of invisibility.
Is in your heart.
He comes out of invisibility. And he's at the top of the... He's on top of, like, a vanity. So he's a distance away from you guys. He's still kind of like, you don't want you touching me. But then he's just like, so there's a ward on this door, but I believe I have the right kind of magic to get us past it. And you did promise me a horde, and I did promise I'd help you, and if this means I get money, well, then I guess I'm willing to help. Alright, stand back.
Stand back. I pour a drink for Wishes.
You see his hands go together, and he does his hands, and he's like,
all right. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Door for you. I don't want you.
And he just casts a spell. And you see a visible dragon hand appear above the door. It curls into a fist. Knock. Just two. Right onto the stone, and you see the stone rattle, and like the purple light goes around it, and you see it shatter. And at which point the stone lifts and shifts to the side.
Nice work, Wishes.
I haven't used that spell in years.
So, do you want us to go down first? Do you want to come with us? Or do you want to...
Did the gold go in here? Underneath this place? Do you know?
I don't know.
You looking at a hole is like, you're the investigators.
I'll be behind you. Invisible.
He clicks his fingers and he turns invisible again.
Okay.
Also, before we go, Keeling, just so you know, the stone I have on my chest there, I know you reached for it a little bit. Just try and stay away from that. It's like it's probably the evilest thing we've run into so far. Yeah. Did we tell you what we did with the stone?
She was not really conscious when we were trying to tell her.
Oh yeah. So the stone gave us some answers, right? Keeling, are you all right there? Okay. Gave us some answers, and then I was decided, because it was very aggressive in my head. It was kind of like a unwanted guest, I guess.
Yeah. I controlled him. Walked.
I went to a victim, and he tried to take control of my mind and give the stone to the Xanathar, which he did. But then when I regained control of my body, I did what I do best, which is apparently long distance running. and chased down a bugbear and killed him in 2 hits.
Only one ear.
And we got the stone back.
Yep.
He's kind of a bad guy, that Galore. That was our verdict on that. So I'd stick away from it, but you shouldn't have to worry about it. I think he's all locked away and close to my heart.
Make a single persuasion check.
13.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Okay, but what does this stone do?
Why
does everybody want it?
It tells us to come here. It tells us it knows about the location of this vault.
Doesn't it know a lot of things?
It knows a lot of things. It also takes a lot of things from you. And you remember how everybody we talked to didn't really remember much afterwards, and moved on to the next person. It just seemed to keep going from place to place to place. That's because when the stone's done with you, it just kind of leaves you, takes some of your memories, and you're kind of hazy on the whole thing. And the combat music's playing. I pull out my axe.
No, it's just, this is tense music.
It's like Skyrim. I detect danger.
Yeah, like, I was trying to sleep, but it's like there's enemies nearby, and I'm like,
This is just the tenseness of the moment.
Yeah. So, just thought I'd catch you up to speed, Keeling. Good work coming here, I guess.
But I got one more question. What if it knows a lot of secrets?
Then, you let it know what it knows. At the end of the day, it's a stone. An evil stone. So,
Sorry, side note.
So, we'll probably, after we take care of this whole heist thing, not heist, legal repossession of stolen goods, we will, take care of the stone, probably. Lock it away somewhere. I don't know, disenchant it if it's possible. Maybe get a good lead box around it. I hear that works with magic. Why? What's up?
You look worried, Killing. Do you still feel pain in your jaw? How are your teeth?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really quiet, Keelan. I know. Are you just tired out from the show? I'm probably tired out from the show.
I mean, a little.
Can I insight check Keeling while they're talking?
Sure.
Huh?
Pyre trusts Keeling implicitly.
Make
Keeling's probably Pyre's best friend.
What are you trying to incite from Keeling?
Her teeth are still hurting her. Oh dear.
She's behaving abnormally. Normally she's very upbeat. Can I sense anything off?
Keeling, make a deception check.
Let's do this shit.
Bam.
Something seems off.
I feel like the whole room can tell shit's going on.
It's just that something seems off. Yeah, go for it. What do we see with our eyes?
I think with this, you would see me doing a lot of like glances at Pyre.
Do you look
even if he like looks
sweating?
And talks around people? No, I look like very confused. Confused isn't the right word. I look conflicted when it comes to Pyre, and it's not like I'm trying to. It's not like I'm worrying about. So in my mind, I'm not worrying about stealing the stone anymore. It's like my relationship with Pyre. If he has such huge secrets, like what else do I not know about him? Kind of thing. So you see that you see at least the confliction. I would get with a 7 compared to your 19. You can tell that like it's more of like something to do with Pyre than anything.
Fung will come up behind you. He'll place a hand on your shoulder as you guys talk.
Yeah, and Pyre would probably just be like, yeah. Also, I'm sorry, Solma and Fung, for lying to you earlier about destroying the stone. I wish it was that easy. Am I right? I did it so that in case you were, I don't know you all that well. In case you were tempted to seek out the stone, you would think it was gone.
I understand.
I think honesty is very important.
And yet you lied
about the breaking the stone. Yes, I'm not proud of it. I try and make good, but here we are. Wait.
I moved. So the door's open, right?
Yeah, you see, it's a gaping hole in the floor.
I kind of like shrug off with like a look of consternation and head down into the thing just without thinking. I just start heading down.
Hey, we're there. Let's go. And
there's a lot of down after. Are you just jumping in the hole?
Buddy system.
Oh, it's not like a stairwell down. It's just a hole.
I mean, no one's looked at it yet.
I thought it was a stairwell.
Nobody said they looked at it. I'm so far just told you it's a hole in the floor.
I just go in the undescript lower floor.
There could be lava down there. It'll kill you guys. You gotta look. You gotta
Where they
look.
get the lava for the show. We look down the hole.
Yeah.
We all peer over the hole.
I want to very dramatically move into the hole. Like that was my whole thing. Was just we're talking about honesty, and then I just kind of and then
you look over towards the hole. You put your attention there.
Is that your whole thing?
Oh god.
We see puns. Puns are 1d12 of damage. All right. So anyway,
thank you.
I'm dead.
You're dead. Looking down into it, you immediately just see this dark pit. But as your eyes adjust, you can see about 5 feet down is an old iron ladder, bolted into the wall, and you can see just sort of the old iron craft just tells you that it's very old. Like whatever it is definitely old. There's a little bit of rust on the sides, but you can see some sort of green, oxidized, look to the metal in certain places. But it's 5 feet down, and it's just darkness in this just 5 foot trapdoor pit into you don't know where. You can only spot, I would say, even with 60 feet of dark vision, you can see that the ladder continues down, Pyre, but it goes beyond your vision. And it is just you can smell the dust that you have unearthed. You can smell this is a old place you've opened.
Do I hear anything down there?
So quiet.
River.
It's
so quiet.
So quiet.
It's so quiet, guys.
Alright. Keeling, wait up. I should
I jumped down. I want to jump down in there. So you'll hear my steps.
Right.
Yeah, you want
to... I produce flame. I try and follow Keeling as we go down the layer. I try and produce flame. So it's like
the vision goes down another 30 feet or so, but it's still... You guys can't see the bottom. I
can throw the flame. Can I just chuck it down?
Yeah, what's the range?
60 feet.
It would dissipate before it hits the bottom.
Alright. We know it's at least 80 feet down.
It's deep.
So, let's hope the ladder...
Yeah, you can get on...
Let's just levitate down, boys.
Yeah.
I can try. Hold on. Come here.
You can get on the edge and catch the ladder and start climbing down.
Keeling's going down first. I'm behind her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're behind her. Who's next?
So Keeling's first, Pyre's next?
Pyre's next.
Okay. I would look at Solma.
I'll take back. So if something grabs me, then I can scream for help, and they'll hear it. If something happens to you, we cannot really hear you. Sorry.
That's a good point. Fun never does a watch at night. We don't need.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Fung.
Would nod, and he would make his way down after Pyre.
Okay, and then it would be Solma in the back.
Hey, Wishes! You behind me?
Yeah. Just,
okay.
You guys, I'll be in the dark, scary hole in a minute.
Okay. If you see something, please tell us, okay?
I want my gold, so yeah.
Thank you. Keep us alive, and we can add an apple to it. I don't know what you like.
I'm not a horse.
I don't know, little baby dragon or fairy dragon.
I'm not a baby. I'm a fairy dragon.
Okay.
We'll get you laid, witches. Don't worry.
He only had telepathy with Solman.
Oh, it's telepathy.
Unfortunately. Alright.
I will go down.
You guys start going down. Kink, one step at a time. I would like each of you who doesn't... Only Pyre has dark vision, right?
Yeah, we've been in this situation so many times and nobody wants to do it.
Pyre, you don't have a free hand if you're climbing this ladder.
I can't produce flame bomb.
So you're the only one who gets a history check right now, because the rest of you are in pitch black.
I actually see shit.
The light up above is all there is.
Never Ember or Never Winter?
No, this is just pertaining to the ladder you're climbing on.
Okay, I got you. 5.
What'd you get?
A 5.
A 5. Okay, it's a real old iron ladder. You know no extra information about it.
Good. We know it's made of iron. Dude, you know it'd be a sick trap? A big iron ladder and then like a rust monster at the floor, like put on it.
I know.
Guess what? No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
Dude, feel it right now. It's great. We'll all die. We'll all fall to our deaths.
Hey, Wishes, do you have dark vision?
What kind of dragon would I be if I didn't have dark vision?
What do you see? Because I see nothing.
This is, right now, just, it's a ladder, it goes into darkness. You guys are in front. I'm back here. Give me a break.
Okay, and I'm trying to conclude you, okay? It's fine.
He's just like, where go? Don't you try to snuggle up to me, okay? I earn respect.
Okay. Yes. It's Wishes. Okay. Continue now. Sorry.
No, it's not a fucking stuffed animal.
You just hear him just grumbling.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to hug me. Fucking kids.
All right, and yeah, you would make it about halfway down the ladder pyre before you did see the effective bottom and the rest of the ladder that has held true.
I give a heads up when I see it. I'm like, oh, I see the floor. Those will go on forever, guys. Good news.
Good.
Not a problem with it.
You reach the bottom stone, shine up to your friends that has happened. It's just darker and darker. All you see above you is that single square of light, 100 feet above you. And when you get down here, it's completely dark. Pyre, you're down first. Do you want to light a flame?
I will, but somebody's gonna need to light a torch because I can't like.
I have torches.
Yeah, you guys.
It's not like a light
So, yeah.
spell.
I think we all should if we took a pack.
Who is lighting a torch? It's very important
Not me, obviously.
because you are foregoing one hand.
I would like to light a torch.
Luckily, all of you
Killings,
bitches.
okay.
One hand.
Okay.
Don't need. I got a weapon. I got a shield.
Torch
I have
is
my
a
fist.
torch 20/20 or 30/30?
30, 20, 40, 30, 40, 50.
You mean like range on it?
Yeah. Light radius with the dim and it should have 2 light radiuses to it.
Yeah.
Search the compendium, click on the torch.
Torch, 20 foot, and then I did, 2020.
20/20, I thought so.
20 foot bright, 20
Oh.
foot. Yeah.
No, 20,
I have a question. Nim is still
24.
upstairs, or is he following us?
He's following you.
We took him.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
good, making sure.
yeah, he's with you guys.
Okay.
Cool. I just want to save that Keeling has light because you're gonna need it.
Oh, no. Yeah, so it's technically 20/20, but maximum is 40. The
Yeah,
last 20.
that's how you
that's
enter
what-
it.
yeah,
It goes.
yeah.
It's 40 feet dim, 20 feet. So it's like a 40-foot.
Yeah.
You think of a 40-foot circle of dim, and then a 40-foot or 20-foot circle of bright in it. That's how. It
Right.
works. So
I try and put my hand, when we get to the bottom, since Keeling stormed down, I try and like stop Keeling from going any further. Just, gently put a hand on it. Like, hey, Keeling, let's hold up, right? Woo, my arms are tired after that. Man, that's quite the night. Am I right, guys?
Yeah. I just wonder how people don't know about this big hole. Or,
Hey, that asshole Stone didn't want to tell a lot of people, except for me, apparently.
Huh.
Thank God he's gone. Right? What a dick.
then we hear him turn in a chair. I've been here all along.
And then we reveal that I've actually had a mind flare in me the whole time.
Oh my god.
No.
And we're in a small room and there's a door on it, right?
No. So what's happening right now? I'm just a little confused. You guys are at the bottom. You were holding Keeling back?
No, Keeling was in front, so I pretty much Keeling would get down first,
Okay.
and I'd try and
Okay, I just want to make sure you were on the
just try and
bottom.
corralling everybody.
Everybody's off the ladder. Keeling's lit a torch. She's in front with the torch. Then yes.
When you corral me, yes, I'm in front with the torch. Sorry, I wanted to see where we all were.
Yep.
When you corral me and you try to hold me back, I'm like, it's okay. I'll just find out stuff beforehand. And I'm like, very attitude, and then I start stomping
Okay.
down.
Oh,
Anyways.
Pyre does not.
Oh no, it's puberty.
Keeling.
It's Martina again.
Someone's getting the bad flashbacks of Ridaro, Martina, fucking adventure party, worst ever.
So let me describe where you are on the bottom here before this interaction happens. When you land on the bottom, it is a single, like when you're down here, you can look around you and it looks as though you're surrounded by like stone, just stone everywhere, but like rough-hewed, like not recently, but definitely at one point or another, dug out. Just looking around at the way it looks like this tunnel is definitely not natural. It has been dug into the earth. You can see the marks in the different places, but it's dug out quite well. It's almost got like a perfect sort of rectangle kind of going on, but you can see how rough-hewn it is in plenty of places, and it's just a single path that seems to wane ever downward into darkness ahead of you. The light of the torch does not show exactly where it leads, but it's just one path, two abreast.
Fire definitely, when you say like, oh no, whatever, and you go on ahead, Fire definitely tries to stick out like next. He's not gonna like physically stop you.
They're like right next to each other.
Keeling, what's going on, Keeling?
I just want to explore a tunnel.
Keeling, this is kind of the culmination of everything. This might be a little dangerous. I got some hints from the stone, which I didn't write down, and I was really hoping Michaela wrote down.
I have my notes at a different house.
Oh,
you forgot them all back at the. You forgot.
Us.
You forgot
Fire?
the
That's
notes.
what I've been telling you.
I'm gonna tell you something, but
They're
I
in
don't
Troll
remember
Skull
what it
Manor.
is.
where my keyboard was like nowhere near me, so I was just like,
They're in Troll Skull
I
Manor.
haven't. We can pause it and I can go back.
Fire birthing heroes. Don't look at pictures.
And something truth, and I don't know.
Something about the truth.
I don't know. I cannot remember.
Those are all what you remember. Yeah, those are close.
That's all Pyre would remember. It's been a long day.
Let's say Soma remembers because I wrote it down. I don't have my notes as Michaela here because I've been moving stuff around.
Yeah, hey, yeah, pity vote for Michaela because she's moving right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally the one time I did write it out.
You can read them out loud. The
Yes.
clues are as follows. I'll give you the Matt Mercer. You gotta have your notes. But yeah, you moved. It's fine. The clues are as follows. Through flames, heroes are born.
Flames, heroes are born. Okay.
Run through fire.
That was the last. That was the last one that was given to you. That was the last one. The first one was, I believe it was along the lines of. I didn't use. I had like a word that I used that wasn't quite. I believe it's war.
Something about pictures.
Yeah, it's essentially along the lines of war illustrated can consume you, effectively. Something along those lines. That was the first one, and then the second one was only a true secret will show you the way. So it's illustrations of war will consume you. A true secret will show you the way, and heroes are born in fire.
Guys, I really don't like Kristen not liking me. It's really,
Isn't it weird?
really not.
Enjoy, Tom.
Oddly
Enjoy.
familiar.
Oh no!
So you continue.
Oh man, it feels
What do you
too
mean,
real.
Tom? God. Okay. So do you tell me all of that?
Yeah, I think we'd probably be
Yeah.
filling it. Maybe even when we're climbing down the ladder. Probably.
Okay.
I'd
So
be like,
that
all
there's
right,
gonna be
let's
3
remember.
puzzles. Or was it through flames and walking through? Sorry.
Something through flames, heroes are born. War illustrated can consume you.
Hmm?
Only a true secret will show you the way.
None of that sounds scary.
I
Now
agree.
killing.
That's why I like you, Keeling. Let's fucking do this. Am I right?
Guys, caution, okay?
No. Oh.
So
It's
you-
a
Worst
big
thing you can do
hole.
to Pyre is ignore him.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
No, they're ignoring me.
Alright, well, we're going apparently full speed ahead. So,
yeah, you guys are moving full speed ahead, and before long, we would see the small tunnel open up almost immediately into a large 20-foot wide on all sides ceiling, floor, giant, not giant, but large stone corridor, and it ends in an adamantine double door bearing upon it. Then the double door goes almost all the way up. We see the light curl in, and as it runs its way across the walls, it completely exposes and illustrates before you this massive door that consumes one side of the room. The chamber that you have seen in your mind, in your mind's eye, Pyre. Y'all see that picture?
oh,
Yes.
hey.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, I
You
remember this
see,
plan.
you see this
Oh, yeah.
door, and it's much like that light there. That's kind of what you guys look like, the six of you. I'm gonna pull you guys over here, and you can find out where the hell you are on this map. Bottom. You want to go bottom left.
Oh, it's a biggie.
It's a biggie. Bottom left is where you'll
Wow.
find all of us. You face this door. Upon it, you see spiraling. This is beyond this illustration. This is something I wanted to add. Spiraling down the stone door, which is covered in runes. All from head to toe, there's all these runes all over it, similar to this illustration. But spiraling down from the doorway, sort of forming the seal in between, are three entwining dragons that open up at the base, their mouths gaped open. Each the metal tinted slightly. I believe it was red, green, and gold. Yep, red, blue, and gold. I believe.
Red, blue, gold.
Red, blue,
No,
and
red, green, blue. Wait, red, green, gold. Red, green, gold.
Red, green, gold.
RGG.
Yep.
RGG.
Red, green, gold. And we would see them sprayed out here. But yeah, you can see. Just a sec. Yep.
Do I recognize any of the language?
Make a. Does anybody speak Dwarven?
Not Dwarven.
I speak Elvish.
Primordial.
Yeah, me
Elvish,
too.
primordial.
Primordial stuff.
I forgot we all have our secret
Primordial.
language that we can all talk to.
What is
Yeah,
it?
primordial.
What is
That sounds
wishes?
really fucking ominous. I forgot about our super cool.
I like the idea that we may only when we stop. Every time we talk to each other, it is primordial.
It's like
Yeah.
that's all our natural language.
So everyone's giving us weird looks like, who the hell are these? What are they doing?
None of you
We
Wait,
see.
there
don't
it-
know if Fung speaks it or not. We just assume he's telling her.
Hey, Wishes, do you understand this?
It's definitely Dwarvish, but no, I don't know. I don't know what it says.
All right. Well, tell me, who did I give that adamantine bar to? Fung, do you have it?
I have it.
Someone got it? All right. Do these dragons have like their mouths open?
Yep.
A little bit? All right. Well, let's just go ahead and slide that. Keeling, do you want to slide this one into the green dragon mouth?
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. It's all right. It's all right, Keeling.
Fire just can't deal with it.
Fire's about to do it because it's the big thing, right? We're finally getting to the vault door and all that shit. And then Fire like goes through. And he's like, Keeling, really though, like, come on. I feel like you're not communicating with me. I feel like
Oh, really? I'm not communicating with you.
yes.
Oh my god.
Do you feel? I feel like you feel like I'm the one that's not communicating.
Mhm.
Would you like to elaborate? You're gonna say
No, I would like
Yep,
you to
yep.
elaborate, Pyre.
Could I have a little direction? I feel like when you did something wrong,
How many
but
times
you
have you lied, Pyre? How many times?
I lied about the stone. I lied about destroying the stone.
You've lied in front of me.
Honestly,
So
me thinking-
every time I think about it, I can think of every time you've lied in front of me to everybody. When do you tell the
Yeah.
truth, Pyre? Who are you?
I tell the truth when I'm talking to you guys. I lie to help the mission. All right. I'm not good at it either. You can see through my
Yep. Sorry.
No, yeah, Pyre puts the bar away, and he's like, all right, let's talk about this.
Okay,
God.
everybody,
Wait, I
let's sit
thought we
down
were
in a
going
circle.
in. Wait, what's going on?
He's like, well, is there... what's going on, Keeling? So
It's really
I guess it's hard to prove. You can't prove innocence. You can only prove guilt. Right? Like, I can't prove that I'm telling the truth.
I've only been honest with you ever. And I don't even know who you are. What happened with Lord blah blah blah, never remember.
Never.
DeGault.
DeGault, never remember. God, I'm so bad with names, I'm so sorry.
Lord blah blah blah.
That's probably what Keeling would say anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I was the squire for House Neverember. I served under them for some time. I come to a disagreement with him, and I'm almost trying to get back at him through this little maneuver. I hope that through what fame and riches we find here, I could distance myself from my current family and help root out corruption here in Waterdeep and undo the horrors that he did.
Why didn't you tell us any of this?
I did, kind of.
I'm not happy with kind of. Why didn't you tell us about Galore when you first found out?
What do you mean, tell us? I told you guys everything about Galore as it was happening.
About the stone.
Yes, I attuned to it in your room. I told you all it was a bad stone. Yeah. Is there anything else, Feeling?
Did you tell us about the deal that he tried to make with you?
What kind of deal? What would I have? I don't think I told you, because I haven't talked to you since I got rid of the stone.
Like,
so
we left Keeling in the room, and then you just told some information about, like, hey, the stone is creepy, and it was some questions, and some of the questions, pretty much, to us.
Yeah. I'd be like, the stone is, because I told you guys about the wishes, essentially, we had.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, and, I tried to... I'm sorry if I forgot something.
Hey, Keeling, it seems like you know... really worried, or confused. I cannot tell.
Pyre also looks incredibly hurt right now. Like,
Aww.
he's like, really, like...
Oh, teenagers, oh god. Okay. So, guys, let's talk about it. Okay, Keeling. So... do you know something that we don't know about Pyre? I'm not sure. You know, Pyre likes to talk a lot, but you seem like...
Galore came to me. He says he can get us through the door.
Wait, but Pyre has the stone. How was he able to talk to you?
I shake the stone a little bit, I'm like, fucking asshole, what did you fucking do? And I said, Galore came to you. What did he tell you?
He said he could get us into the room. And that he could give me knowledge. And he showed me about you.
Oh. Well, I'm sure he's not a fan of me. After,
he controlled you.
After, he tried to mind control me while I was trying to say, hey, maybe I don't want to be part of this deal. So yeah, what did he have to say about me? I'm sure
He didn't say anything. He just showed me what you did with DeGault Neverember.
I mean, I spent a lot of time with the man, yes.
When you let him go.
Oh.
Pyre?
Maybe made a mistake once or twice.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute, let him go? You don't mean... Wait a minute.
Just wishes!
He's like, oh.
Pyre says, well, Lord Neverember was in chains. Be thrown in jail, tried. Definitely found guilty here, no doubt about it. And I did what I thought a good knight would do, and freed my lord. Struck down the guards, broke his chains, and let him run free.
Does anybody know about this fire?
Well, Renard knows about it.
You can hear Wishes like...
Wishes knows about it.
She's like, how is
Hope you're getting your money's worth, Wishes.
The mystery of how the gold Neverember escaped Waterdeep has been racking the minds of wizards for many years.
Also, I'd like to throw out, this was a spur-of-the-moment thing Ed just threw at me. He was like, so what happened here? And I was like, I fucking freed him. I killed him. And I was like, this is not pre-planned.
It's good. This is good.
Great. I love it. And he's like, I made a mistake that day. And I have vowed to redeem myself in any way possible. I hope that through this heist, this vault will be the first step in undoing it. I'm sorry if I kept it a secret from you. I know some of you, and I look at Soma, and I'm like, already are not the biggest fan of me.
Well...
And if you knew that, I'm sure that'd be the last.
It could have been helpful, you know, like, I try not to judge, I did stuff.
But Keeling, I don't mean to hurt you in any way. If you want the
idiot.
stone,
I'm just so dumb and stupid,
No.
and I just believe everybody.
I go and give Keelan
And
a
I
big
just
hug.
want to finish this dumb thing and go home.
I give Keelan a big hug and I pat her on the head.
Oh, I start crying.
Oh,
Like a piece of shit.
Fire starts crying too.
Guys, please just give me a hug. Okay, oh no.
Yeah, you guys are just crying and
And
fucking...
then I'm blubbering. I'm like, I'm really
Keelan,
sorry.
If you want the stone, just take it.
No,
Oh, just take the stone.
I'm
Keelan.
taking the stone.
Wait.
Okay.
Can I talk for a second? I have a stake in this.
Shut the
Yes,
fuck up.
I want to say something. I have a stake.
We all turned to him.
What is the wishes?
I have a stake in this. I have something to say.
Okay, go for it. Go.
He's
His wish is crying too.
and he's
You
just
really
like...
need to go.
he's just
our
like-
group talks a lot. Just
I don't mean to sow any seeds of doubt, but I really want my hoard. Pyre, if you're the one who freed the Galt Neverember, and you're here now to find his treasure, how do we know you're not working for him still? How do we know you weren't sent to get it for him? I don't want to see this treasure disappear before my eyes.
All we have is trust. I'd like to hope that my friends trust me enough.
Who do you think you are, Wishes? Of course he
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. He feels guilty enough as it is.
I'm just saying that I know
I didn't trust you.
You're not
I
old enough.
Never do it again.
None of you are old enough to have known him long.
Tell us how old we are. Wishes, go back up. Go upstairs.
no,
Go to your
wishes.
room.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Wishes, go to your room.
Having him as a matter of fact.
I'm
Alright,
simply
everybody.
telling you, I am simply telling you what is possible. The Galt Neverember was a
Just
really
going
tricky guy.
Like this, back and forth as everyone's talking.
The Galt Neverember was a really tricky guy. He had a lot of things up his sleeves. For all we know, Pyre could be a sleeper agent. I'm just
You're
saying,
a sleeper agent carding his horror.
I have nothing to do with any of this.
Mm.
And the whole reason you're down here in the
Your
first
resting
place,
room.
He's lived here for hundreds of years.
the whole reason you guys,
Never known underneath carpeting.
I didn't know it was
I'm
here.
sure
It
the
was
carpeting was changed at one point too in those two.
that carpeting is 200 years old. I would know it. I've been here. This is your first
That
time
is
here.
gross.
I'm also the reason that you are not currently being escorted to jail. You
Which
broke
we
into
appreciate.
our theater, broke in
And
backstage,
gave them the
impersonated.
best motherfucking performance anyone's ever seen.
But I know,
Hear him sing?
I know that you're liars.
I'm sorry.
I know that you're lying. I know that you're lying. And I know that Delino wouldn't be happy to know about all of this, okay? So I get my cut, and I'm allowed to be worried about it.
If I was evil right now, I'd totally be like oh, you'll get your cut all right, and I just fucking kill him.
And then cut him down. Yeah, right.
All I'm saying...
Out of character, do you guys want to take this thing out? Can we see it?
I totally want to murder the shit out of Wishes right now.
You can't see him.
Can we hear where he's coming
fairy
from,
dragon.
He says...
No, listen, fairy dragons are weak as fuck.
Wishes actually does. I won't be sad. I'm just saying.
Listen, if we know where he's around, just shatter him.
You have no idea where he is right now.
Keeling's a druid. She wouldn't do that, would she?
Yeah, I don't know that she would.
Keeling is good, so Keeling would never do anything like that.
I'd be like,
but
listen, Wishes, do you want this fucking treasure or not? Because I'm
do.
I'm the only person here who knows how to open that.
All I'm saying is that I'm gonna keep an eye on you, Pyre. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he's shiny, so you always...
Yeah, and Pyre's like, I like it when you watch. And he,
oh my god, Pyre.
Pulls out. Everybody's like, oh, I hate Pyre again. Go back. And Pyre slops the adamantine bar and the green.
All right,
spout.
it slops in, kink, and you immediately see the dragon light, and all the way up the spire you watch a green light, and the mouth closes.
Wishes, would you like to do the next one? Since you're so invested in this?
No, that's fine. This is all you guys. I'm just watching. Like you said, I love watching you.
I insist.
Oh, shut up.
Pull out the 2 bugbear ears.
Put them in there.
I'd say, no, listen. Take them. Put them in the red dragon head here.
I'm just watching a fiery-haired idiot hold 2 bugbear ears, and I'm not getting near him.
Why is everyone being so mean to me today? Solno was mean to me earlier.
Don't think I don't know why you don't want me down there.
You know I can't say that.
I'm sorry. I'll never tell you again.
You want me down there so you can grab me by the neck.
Good on you for doubting me.
If we survive this, we're gonna have to sit down and talk about this because this is just
But listen, Fung though, I think Fung, we're cool. Fung and I are totally bros. He doesn't say much, but
he cannot talk, Pyre.
he talked earlier.
Well,
You hear Wish's voice in your head, Fung?
Do you want to talk? Alright. I understand. Honestly, I wish I was a mute right now.
Alright, so Pyre puts the bugbear ears in the gold dragon.
No, it would go in the red.
No, it goes in the gold one.
You go in the gold, and yeah, it lights up. You would see the gold light up and curl around.
If you wanted to put him in the red one, I was gonna give it to him and hope it was some Indiana Jones where he dies for putting them in the wrong.
Theming-wise, I just want Nims to be centered. The gold one is centered, and I wanted Nims to be centered, but it's fine. It can go in the gold.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, well, we can switch it.
We'll switch it. We'll see
it in the red one.
We'll see the red light circle up, and it's just the gold. And you all turn. There's a scene where everybody turns to look at Nim, and
okay. Now this is terrifying. Does he put his arm into the dragon mouth, or?
I think it's supposed to be his head.
Is it? What? No.
He looks worried.
Oh.
Pyre pats him on the back. He starts walking him towards the head.
It's big enough for him to crawl in there.
And Pyre's just like, well, Nim, look out. Up the darkness at that light there. You know. Dream of that. Dream of your buddy farm. Across the lake. Okay, I'm happy somebody got the reference.
Just look at the trees.
Look at the trees. The mice and men. Take it out.
It's just stone around him in the door.
Think
and
of the flowers.
He just kind of points. He points in the mouth, and then he points at himself, and then to the mouth, like
lots of good components where you're going. Lots of good work to do.
Oh my god.
And then
he
Pyre's still like he's never stopped crying through this whole thing.
He waits for you to ask him. He won't do it unless you command it.
Pyre doesn't do it.
Nim doesn't do anything unless told to.
Oh God.
That isn't nothing like this. Nothing that would endanger himself. He won't do it unless told.
Are you ready, Nim?
Just looks like confused, but
okay. It's his head, right?
it can fit in all of him. It's a big enough.
Oh.
It's a big enough maw.
Nim, you're really cool. I really like you. You're awesome. You're my friend, right? Oh God, I can't do it either. What if it's bad? I don't want them to leave ever again.
Yeah, he's like, hold on,
Come over here. Wishes, you want to climb in the dragon head?
I'm just watching.
Alright, well, you're the last key.
God damn it, Wishes.
No way I'm putting myself into danger.
I'm not being the asshole. Y'all
gone as
hate
far as
me
we can.
enough.
Maybe
I
there is
can't be
nothing
the one
behind
who
the
does
door.
it. Everyone already hates
Maybe
me.
there's nothing behind the door anyways. Maybe it's just an empty room.
Hey, as long as we
how
have
this is
Nim,
the hardest
as
part.
long as we have Nim, no one else can get
After
in.
everything.
Exactly.
I only have him for 3 weeks, guys. Okay, I need to return him back. Stay points out.
Pyre, if there's a big pause, Pyre will just shove him in there. Try
Okay.
and make it quick.
You shove
Pyre will
him
just
in,
Try and do it real quick.
and he's grabbing onto the two. You shoved him in, and he like looks out, and we watch as the jaws close, and we hear. Yeah, we hear
Nobody else wanted to do it.
we hear a crunch.
It's okay, Pyre. You did the only thing that could happen.
Pyre pulls out his axe and shield, gets ready to fucking go fight.
We
Whatever
feel the
the fuck
room
that
begin
is.
to rumble as the gold light fills itself with Nim's soul. The light goes all the way up to the very top.
Oh my God.
And
my God.
we see all three
Dude, I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
we see all three dragons alight, and you hear enter, and the doors start to open up, and as they do, each mouth. Oh wait! Oh no! Each mouth, all three mouths stay in place as the doors open, and as they out of the way, each mouth that's still standing there. You still see the twisted spire of the three dragons, the mouths opening up on all sides, still standing there in place. Behind them, a dark room, and each opens. The adamantine bar, ting ting ting. The bugbear ears, flop flop, and piling out the pieces of Nim to the ground. And you see he's alive,
Oh my God.
but he's a pile.
Oh,
He's
oh
a
my
pile
God.
of broken
Okay.
pieces.
It's like C-3PO, he's laying there.
Yeah, can we Chewbacca this thing? Can we tie him
Yep.
to like one of our backs?
Yes,
the bag.
you
I have
can.
Nim tied to my back. And obviously we'll pick up the adamantine bar. That thing's worth like
Nim,
2,000
we're
gold.
so sorry. We're happy that you're alive. My God.
He'll look around.
Okay, okay.
We knew you could do it.
Oh
I
God.
still cry. You saying it through tears. I fucking hate this day. This is over.
The doors open into a large chamber, which I will describe for you guys now. I'm going to remove Nim from the board because he is no longer a combatant. He's just on somebody's back.
He can be on my back.
Yep.
I'm tall and strong enough.
So, you see a massive entrance foyer. As you, what do you guys do? The first thing that you're able to notice is you're able to see, I believe, let me see what you guys see. I'll see from Keelan's perspective.
I'm using my
Nothing.
hearing because that's
Just
better than my
darkness.
sight.
Pyre, on the other hand, his darkness can see deeper into the room. Pyre, you are able to, from the entrance, you're able to spot two things. dominating the center of the room is a massive stone column that reaches up out of sight from where you are in the door. Just reaches up, a massive stone column, and at its base, it's formed into a hammer, a massive hammer. The hammer is set into the ground, and the pillar of the hammer goes up. This huge hammer. You are also able to spot the slight glimmer of golden doors over here. Towards the left.
Over to the
I'll
left.
ping again. Ping. You see it?
Yeah. My roll 20 is just running a little slow.
Okay.
There it is.
Yep. You see a set of golden doors.
I relay this to everybody as I see it.
You guys have not stepped into the chamber yet. We are now going via grid. This is where we are stepping in the moment of where your token is on this thing is where you are. So if you are in the wrong spot, I'm sorry, but we have line of sight. All that's in here. Where you are on this map is where you are in game.
We are so far.
Healing, we go in together, or are we going in one at a time? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab your hand and say, let's do it together.
Oh, Fire smiles. And
You're being too cute right now. I cannot handle this.
You guys control your tokens.
Alright, I'll move both of us then. If we're running in together, I'll move both of us.
Let me just... Yeah, my notebook is... Okay.
Yeah, I need you guys to move for yourselves for this one for big time.
I'm trying to. My computer froze. Sorry.
Alternatively, so if we're going pairs, we could just have the two of us move, or we could just try and keep one formation and one of us just moves all of us.
Yeah, I believe you have connections to everyone.
I can control everybody if you want.
But if there's like a, let's say, trap, we don't want to all of it right into it, like
That's true.
fire.
Someone should check first.
Let's spread. Like, who can?
Yes. Is anybody checking for traps?
You know what? I'll check for traps.
All right.
Pirates, you just gonna walk in?
What's your passive? Perception.
Traps, man.
My passive. Well, I have a 12.
Cool. 12.
I have 13 passive.
All right.
Okay, Pyre's
keeping an eye out for traps.
He can see better than I can, so yeah.
This chamber,
also, yeah, it's dark as fuck.
This chamber becomes more illustrated for all of you. You see above you a ceiling of darkness. It goes into darkness. It's too far for dark vision or the light you have to go. It just goes into darkness. Pyre, you can barely see the outline of a bridge that stretches over the chasm of this chamber up above, but beyond the outline of the bridge, and the bridge is attached via this giant pillar in the room, which all of you can see, the giant hammer pillar that's holding up whatever is in the darkness. Only Pyre can see that there is a small bridge spanning that area, and you also notice further back, even dimmer, but barely getting the light, further back another 50 feet in the room is probably another pillar that's holding up, that you can't see, but it's holding up what you can see, another outline of a bridge, but this one's broken in the middle, and it just goes further back into darkness. So you see these two arching bridges. So where you are right now, so I'm describing what's above you. What's above you is two bridges arching 60 feet above the room. There is one here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. There is one there. So this pillar, there's one here where you guys see me ping. And then there's one further back. It's 60 feet up. That's what's above you. What's around you, and the first thing you would definitely notice before that, which I probably should have described first, this is just a massive open foyer chamber, but surrounding you on all sides are sets of beautiful golden doors. And the doors have upon them each beautiful motifs of dwarven warriors.
So each of these things is a door.
Each of those are doors, yep. All around you is doors. There's two doors at your back when you come in. Solma's right next to one.
Doors are a trap.
Mm-hmm.
And you see doors surround you. But
illustrations of war will consume you.
You see dwarven soldiers. They're kind of all standing. Like a lot of them are similar in that they're all standing, and you can see that the motifs of the doors are a continuation. All different dwarves, each perfectly illustrated, a whole army.
Only question is if they alarm when we wake them up, or if they alarm when we go somewhere. Only question is what's the trigger here? Pyre's totally taking it slow. He's in game mode. This is the first time you've seen Pyre trying to analyze the situation.
I'm impressed.
What's the play here?
Could it be?
Can I hear anything?
You can't hear anything. Like the ambience of like underground. I don't have any on me right now. I wish I did, but just like maybe the one-off stone like falls down, like natural earth setting stuff. You don't hear anything of note. You are in a dark, ancient, forgotten place. The room continues north into darkness. You could continue moving on.
I'd like to investigate one of these little pictures here.
Yeah, you could see.
I will. Yeah. I'm not going to touch anything.
No, make an investigation check.
I'd like to perceive these pictures.
Yeah. Phone staying at the entrance.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang. I'm gonna hang back a little bit.
Good for me.
12. You can see the illustrations of the different dwarves. Upon this door, you can see what looks to be siege masters, some horse masters, like different kinds of warriors. They're all just sort of standing, almost like they're taking their picture. And you see each one is unique. It's a unique individual, and you can see there are runes under every person that are kind of listed, almost memorial-esque size, like where it's like you would see pictures of them, and here's all of their names.
So, dwarves are greedy. Maybe we take the gold, the dwarves attack us.
Is there any gold here?
No, you see a stone floor.
This is likely the only way out.
Make a history check on dwarves real quick.
Alright. Well, dwarves and I go way back to 14 years ago.
You know that dwarves are greedy. Definitely, they do a very good job of protecting their treasures, protecting their homes. Protection is a big thing, kind of staying safe. And dwarves are not beyond going to very long ends to infirm the security of their tombs, of their homes, of their everything.
All right. Well,
so you would be right in thinking what you just said about dwarves being greedy.
There's always the option of just triggering the trap, but knowing it's going to activate should give us some advantage.
From that point, though, I will give you with the investigation check. You start looking around, looking at the gold. If you look back into the room at any point, you would notice that there is a third pillar in the very back of the room, but you can see now the quality of this pillar over here is quite rough. The one that was closest to you is in best condition. The one in the very center is very roughly messed up, and you were even able to spot that the bridge that held it was broken in one spot. It was actually not a complete bridge. But you notice that there's one more pillar all the way in the back, and you can just barely see the outline of a third bridge in the chamber, and just more doors.
All right, let's. Well, I'll go down to check it out. If you are all comfortable with that.
You can see better than we can.
All right.
I'm gonna move up to Solna.
Okay.
Should we move in a team just in case, like in pairs?
Buddy system.
Buddy, so everybody get your accountability, buddy.
Yep.
I got mine.
Accountability. Yes.
And let's keep going. So, dude, does this shitty one? Does this one look like it's dwarven craftsmanship?
It's all dwarven craftsmanship, but it's stonework, and it's taken damage. Yeah, this is an old place.
Are we trying to pan out, or are we following? We'll probably following.
I'm gonna keep moving at the same pace, just so you guys know. If you want to catch up, go faster than me.
We're gonna. Hey, Fung, do you want to stay like slightly behind them, or do you want to be right? Okay, slightly behind them, so we can still see you, but also not too close. So
within visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The light.
It looks like the room ends.
Yeah, you see the end of the room, so we see the light of the torch curl around to show the full damage of this pillar in the center. You would see just more golden doors that surround you on all sides, and the room does indeed come to an end with more golden doors at the back, and then one empty alcove at the very back, opposite of the way you came in.
Oh.
Yeah. One empty.
Are there any names on these pillars?
None. Just you could see at one point they were designed to be beautiful, like to look like hammers. This was a dwarven a dwarven keep, a dwarven grave, a dwarven home. Well, you're not sure. Something dwarven. This is much more ancient than the stone that got rough-hewed out. Like, the path you took was a lot fresher than this. This is ancient. The path you took was probably a little bit fresher. Somebody probably did that in the last couple hundred years. This is actual dwarven stone.
Alright. So we might have... Do we want to stick where it's new? Because this treasure is relatively new.
Probably. At least if I remember, would have put it somewhere fully
Are
new.
these pillars climbable at all?
Yeah, you could try to climb them. It's 60 feet up.
I can levitate.
Yeah, you could levitate too.
Okay.
Get use of that levitate if you want to go check it out up there.
Okay, I will. Oh, but I can.
You should probably take a torch with you.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll light up the torch, and I will cast levitate on me, and I will go up.
Be next to a pillar when you do it.
Yeah, which pillar?
You can actually climb.
I will go to the pillar. Which one I want?
Yeah, there's one on the top, middle, bottom.
I'll go in the middle.
Okay, you are lighting a torch, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta do that in your token real quick.
That's the top one, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Because I have a really
middle one's next to me.
Oh,
okay,
no.
I'm going to the next to fire.
I can't click your token until it's still.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm not used to having not 3 screens and this
I get you.
actually.
I get you. Alright, cool. Let me give it to you. So it'll be 40 and 20. And all players will see the light.
Yep.
There be the light.
There's light. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. And you are levitating. You're casting your one-time use levitate per day to lift yourself higher in the room at the middle pillar. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see quite a bit here, Soma. I'm going to move you over here.
Really cool Matrix monk style.
You are far up in the... I'm going to put you... You're over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you float up, and you see quite a bit here. You see the 3 bridges in a lot better detail. Let me quick look at your vision so I can see. You see the 3 bridges in detail. They seem to arch across this part of the room where you are now. And you can see the middle one is heavily damaged. They seem to be thin arches. The one to the north and south of the one you're at now seem to be intact, but are damaged in places. And you do notice one alcove that leads somewhere, an alcove that leads out of the chamber you guys are currently, and leads over to the west.
Do I hear anything coming from the alcove?
No, there's no sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not sure where the bridges. You're not sure where the bridges go towards the east.
Okay, I will like to take my rope that I have.
Okay.
And maybe secure it to me so they can climb up easier?
Yeah.
That's true, because you're floating. How much weight can you take while you're floating? Right?
I don't know.
I think it's like a 500-pound limit on the spell
it would be,
right?
I'm not sure if it has a weight limit. You guys let me know, but I'm wondering if you might be pulled, because that's the question of who pulls who in that situation.
It's magic. It's magic. It's up to you.
I think you're just floating, so wherever you pull is where you drift, because I believe it has rules for moving yourself around like that. So if you were to pull them up, you just go down to them.
Okay. I will secure my feet so I can maybe just fully pull them, because I can.
Could you give us advantage on a climbing check?
Pretty much.
I need a little more detail as to what you are doing with that. So you are currently floating adjacent to the bridge. You're not on the bridge. You have a rope. You're tying it around you.
I will tie it around me. Also hold it with my arm. Now, you know how, let's say, I would put my feet on the bridge. So
okay, so you
when
are
I start pulling. Yes.
You're bracing yourself against the bridge to hold the rope while we.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because when I start pulling, it will pull me towards the bridge, so I will have a good stopping point of pressure or height.
Got good leverage.
Yeah. I have to check something real quick.
The real question is if we want to just climb up on the other side of the fucking. Well, do we have to? Is the only way up onto the bridge from there? Like, can we climb up on the side?
You could try to do like a straight climbing check. Yeah, you could try to climb up there if you wanted.
Pyre's gonna be the last one up.
Okay.
Pyre will help spot you guys getting up.
Okay.
Okay.
So Soma, when you take the rope, you go to this spot in the bridge, and you go to pull your friends up. Lucky enough, you have your spell on you, but as you go to pull, I need those below to make dexterity saving throws. As you go to pull the first person up, and you immediately can feel the bridge, and a piece of it crumbles off and falls down below. So, I would like those who are below to all make dexterity saves.
Okay, not bad. Same here. You're good. 21.
Sorry, trying to.
No, you're good. There's a couple of boulders coming down, like big, huge pieces of stone.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
okay,
Kristen. Yeah, dex save. Also, just so you know, you have 21 HP, not 20 HP. Congrats.
Sweet. Okay.
You're gonna need it as this boulder just kills you.
Yeah, this boulder's falling down.
Hey, we all got pretty good. 16,
Nice.
18, 21.
Not bad,
Yeah.
not bad.
Okay.
Cool.
We all dodged it perfectly. No damage on the fail.
You
No
swing.
damage at all.
Is that
No
everybody?
damage at all.
Alright, cool.
Right? No damage, right?
You will take
Right,
half
no damage.
of this as a good portion of the stones are falling down, as like a piece of the pillar sort of comes down with it and crumbles to the ground. You will have to dodge, roll dodge out of the way. I'm going to do it like this.
I Dark Souls just spam roll.
4
so I'm just
points of
rolling
damage.
around the floor.
4 points of damage to each of you
Look out!
as it catches you a little bit. But yeah, that rumble crashes to the ground. Some dust kicks up, and then silence after a while. You're a little scraped up. Maybe one or two of you got clunked in the head with a rock. You might have had to jump onto a rock and hurt yourself doing it. You hurt yourself somehow.
I'll heal. Since I'm still holding hands, I'll heal. Healing for 4 HP.
Soma,
Yay!
you would have absolutely fallen.
She's got 21 max health. We can't afford her to be not at max.
You would have fallen from the position you are currently in. You would want to step. You would probably want to step where it's not so close to the edge of the broken thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead and move your token appropriately. That would be about three blocks over. Cool. Let me see if you start to see something yet as you move into that space. You do. You see.
What were the 3 riddles again?
There were
Operative.
war illustrates can consume you.
So these pictures of dwarves, if we fuck up, will try and kill us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only a true secret will show you the way.
Yep.
Through flames, heroes are born.
Which is you. You can like walk through fire. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dragon. It's called Dragon Heist. There's gonna be a dragon.
You see.
Well, we already have wishes.
You see a door. On the other, towards the eastern side, as you go to a more sturdy part of the bridge that you're on, you see a door.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the eastern side. Is a huge stone slab stands before you, and you can see there is a single dwarven rune upon the door. And you can see the door is actually not stone. It's some sort of it's dusty, but it's a beautiful green iron, similar to your adamantine bar. And it looks kind of like a vault door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have the thing so I can put the adamantine bar into it or anything like that? Like a thing?
No, but you do see a small motif above the small statue above the door. You see a dwarf who looks like he's kind of dressed rogue-like. He's got a dagger in his hand, and he's got one mouth like a finger up to the mouth, like shh kind of situation.
Well, you're sneaky.
You gotta match the one with the right one in the pictures. You gotta find the door, because they're all pictures of dwarves down here.
Yeah.
So there's one that's gonna match that dwarf, and then we're gonna like push it or some shit.
Make
video games in my day.
Make a history check for me, Soma.
I will try. Let's see if I'm smart today, or maybe okay. Let's see. Sorry, my computer's really slow. Dang it. There you are.
Yeah, this is a hefty map. My computer's chugging.
Yeah, it's biggie. Nice.
Ooh.
You recognize that immediately as the dwarven god
nice.
Dumathoin, the god of secrets.
Oh. I remember when our teacher told us about God.
Yeah, you probably learned from a dwarven merchant or something of the kind when maybe you were buying maybe some sort of monk thing, and he may have spoken probably like smoke powder or something more in the sneaky way, and he probably would have heard. He would probably have like a shrine to Dumathoin kind of situation. You recognize the illustration. He's very iconic looking dwarf. But yeah.
Dumathoin.
That is what you see.
Secret.
You could throw that rope down if you want.
But wait,
Are you relaying this all to us?
Yes, I'm relaying it to you.
Shouting it down, 60 feet. Yeah.
Well, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean 60 feet is not that high off the ground.
Hey, buddies, I found this kinds of dwarven god. Like, okay, I'm saying what you said because I cannot say what you said.
I'll do a quick pass around the pictures of the dwarves to see if.
Yep.
Do a lap around the room.
Well, he is doing the and he's also holding a dagger.
All right, and I'll look for any of those.
Make an investigation check.
You love these, buddy.
Or you could you could take a passive if you want to spend 10 minutes looking at all of them, and you can just take.
My passive is 9.
Oh, it's not good.
Can I help somebody? I know I already roll, but can I?
If somebody wants to, if you can literally help somebody, give them +5 to their passive.
Okay.
And then they can take 10 minutes to look around if you guys feel like you have 10 minutes to spend.
I'm cool with that. Who's got the highest passive investigation, everybody?
My passive's only 12.
I mean, my investigation is +1. That's it.
That would be a lot.
Yeah, mine's it's just 0.
Oh,
so.
yeah. What about Keeling?
Mine is 0.
Alright, well, I'll help Keeling out.
Alright, Keeling, you can take a passive to do it's going to be with his help. It's a 17, so you take 10 minutes to look around. No dwarves match the description of the dwarven god Dumathoin.
Okay.
I don't see it.
So Soma, you floated back down for that one.
Yeah. Can I go float back up to see on the second bridge if there's a different door with a different drawing?
Up or down?
I will go up.
Okay, go ahead and move your token.
Which will be... Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm moving.
Take yourself to that other bridge.
I will take myself to the other bridge.
You don't have fly, but you can use the stone wall right there. Yeah, you can see another door that is on the other side of this bridge as well. Let me grab it. You see another adamantine door. It has a single dwarven rune burned into it, and it has a new illustration. You see a dwarf. He's got a hammer in one hand, and he's got a big chain around his neck with an anvil. Full-size anvil on the bottom, and you can see that his eyes have old paint that's kind of dried away to make them look red, and you can see he's got a fiery beard.
Okay, this one has a fiery beard and really red eyes, like he hasn't slept for a very long time. Also some chains and a hammer.
Anyone can make a history check if they want.
I will try history once more.
I mean, history is +1. Can assist Pyre?
I don't know this one.
Okay,
This
I'll
one's
roll
you.
with advantage then. We like. I don't even know how we.
History books. I don't know. Funk.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Shit.
Putting your heads together.
I don't know how we play charades.
Okay, I think
13.
he is something about not sleeping well. This god of person, definitely.
Alright. Do I know that he's a dwarven god?
You can assume. I mean, you knew Dumathoin was.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew this one.
The people down here, though, aren't gods. The gods are up above. And the people down here are just renowned warriors.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I got nothing. I'm just spitting out every idea that comes in my
That's
head.
what I'm like trying to figure out. Like, see some kind of thing. happening.
Other than just opening these doors, I mean, I say we just fucking start opening doors.
I mean, yeah.
Well, then the dwarves will start coming out of the.
Yeah, Ed got a real slim little smile as
Yeah.
soon as I said just start opening doors.
No.
Maybe we just, I don't know, investigate all the doors.
He wants it to happen.
Should we quickly just look at all the doors?
Yeah, go ahead and investigate the doors. Make an investigation check. Do you want it can be passive, or you can take a roll at it. You get one roll to look at all the doors. To look for something else. Yeah.
Yeah, and while they're doing that, I would like to the other door.
Yeah, everybody
Well,
could get a roll.
You check for all the
Yeah.
doors.
Everybody-
I'm checking all the doors.
Everybody could get
I'm
one
sliding
roll
down
or
there.
assist. It's up to how you want to do it. When it comes to the doors, it's either a roll or assist. You all have a chance to do it, either a roll or assist. Up to you. How are we doing this? If you're all
I
down
got
there.
-1 to investigation, so I'll just assist.
Are you down there, Soma?
I'm looking at the third door, if there's a third door.
All right.
Okay.
You go to the third door and you do see another symbol. This is another dwarven symbol, but the only thing that you see as a statue on the top is what looks to be you see like a group. You see like I think it's an anvil. I think you just see a straight. No, you see a forge. No, yeah, you see a forge. That's what you would see. You would see a forge illustrated above.
Okay. This one has the forge.
Fuck if I know.
All of these three have some kind of ruins, but I don't understand fish.
Listen, I'm good at killing things, not so much.
Well, you're a healer.
Figuring
You also
shit
can heal.
You also know
Yeah,
that there
okay.
are alcoves on the opposite side too, but just to let you know.
Okay. I'm just flying around, looking at everything.
Climbing walls
Alright.
and floating. You
Floating.
know you
I'm
have.
going
You know
outside.
that you will only have if they go and search all of these like doors. Like you're running out of time on the levitate spell for sure.
Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm
Just
flowing.
search the ones that we can't reach.
Hey,
Okay.
she found something.
So you step into a long chamber and you see you're surrounded by frescoes. Go ahead, put yourself back. What are you doing?
Sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. Okay.
You're good.
Track
Yeah,
back.
you see frescoes everywhere around you.
What's
and
a fresco?
A fresco is like it is a like stone illustrated, like a motif. It's like illustrated into the stone to kind of pop out. You see
Got it.
the illustration, a beautiful illustration of a gigantic dwarf, and he's in the middle of he's in the middle of forging, but you see it's not a blade or anything else of iron that he's forging. He's taking diamonds and earth and putting them together like gems and earth, and he's hammering them out, and you can see as the illustration goes all the way down the hall, he's creating dwarves. You do notice that there's a large crack in the motif right across from where you are, a large crack, as if somebody took something and like just smashed it into here like a big axe, like a giant's axe or something, and drove it in. But there's everything else looks still preserved and perfect. But you see that there. Do you step? You want to investigate it?
I would like to investigate. Do I hear first? First, I'd like to see if I can hear anything behind it. Breathing, waiting for me.
You do feel like a draft as you get closer.
Okay.
You go to investigate it. The rest of the party down below. You guys are searching together. Each of you has either a roll or an assist. How would you like to go about this?
I think it's time we just climb the fuck up there, guys.
I mean, well, you haven't searched the doors yet. I just had to. I had to put you off. You said before you were searching doors.
Oh, there's a lot of doors.
I'm about to make a roll. You ready for this?
You can do
Do
like
it.
you can
I'm
do all of
helping
them. Yeah.
Bam.
Oh,
Okay,
double
not bad.
15s. When you do double 15, that makes it a
Nice.
30, Ed.
That's
Of
super
course.
good.
Doubles it.
You guys are doing it as a group, so you can either decide to assist her or roll.
Yeah,
so
I was assistant.
I'm
Okay.
upstairs. I can do nothing.
Yeah, I've got +1. So.
okay. Keeling. Never Ember was a dick. Most of these doors are false. And Fung would realize this as well, but 2 are not false. These other doors are just gold plates just set into the stone. These 2 doors over here are real.
What?
Wait, hold on. My stats are blocking the screen. Do that again.
I'm pulling us over. Oh, I'm sorry.
We didn't say anything. He just said that only 2 of the doors are real.
I thought
The
he was
one you're at
clear.
there and the one directly south from there are real.
We can't
Okay.
see. We're
Oh,
on
so
someone's
2
lair.
of the doubles?
2 of the double doors are real. The rest are fake.
You can see it's just go over to the left.
It keeps stealing my.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
Open the fucking door. Am I right?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You push open the door.
I could just shatter the doors.
I'm going to have
Cool.
you go to push and it does give. Like it does give. You put a little bit of weight into it and it will give. That's probably similar to how you got it. So y'all gonna step through this door. Let me just
Bye, Soma.
Let me just do a map thing.
It's nice knowing you.
No, you're good. You're good.
Have fun with the crack.
You're good. I'm gonna push open.
Leave it open. Leave a torch or a sign so I know where you're going.
We tell you, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, we're going through.
Okay. I can hear a lot. I have really great hearing.
I'm gonna come back to you.
It
Yeah.
probably echoes like a motherfucker too.
You hear that as you investigate. Okay.
Okay, door 1, 2, got it.
The door
Right here.
swings open and you can see inside a new chamber with similar frescoes as to what Solma's seen, illustrations of dwarves inside.
Do we still see the bridge above us?
You still see the bridge above us, yeah. It's still right above you.
So is
We're
it
right
like
below you.
is it like open air where we could hear her still, or
Yeah, it's open air. She has stepped into a side chamber, so she echoes out. You can hear her there, and when she shouts, you can probably hear her from in this room too.
Ooh, guys, I see a staircase. Guys.
Guys, you're down there?
We're coming right up. I see a staircase.
I don't
Okay.
see shit past 30 feet.
All right, so
Don't leave Funk behind.
as you guys
Right
enter into this room, to go towards the staircase, I want y'all to pause. Put yourselves. You gotta go to that staircase. So put yourselves just before you leave this room to go to the staircase, please.
I would like to switch our positions. Like this. That's where we are, because I'm just moving Kristen now.
Very
Kristen,
cool.
you could always just
Don't move further than that. Phone,
I know.
you're behind him, right? Because some shit's happening, and I have to. That is the moment when it's going to happen. Two things happen at once.
Oh no.
The first thing, and this is perfect because this is where we have to end it because I have to pick up my wife. Two things happen.
Oh, no.
Two things happen at once, and we're gonna figure out what we do next time. Solma, as you get closer to the crack, you watch as a black inky liquid starts to push its way through, and
Nasty.
we start to see it push through, and it starts to pile out of this thing, and a black pudding drips its way onto you. That's where we're going to leave you. And the rest of you enter into a chamber, and you see the motifs around you are of war, and you feel drawn to them. And
I look at them.
we will come back. That will give you. If you say that, if you say, I'll say you try to divert your eyes. I'll give you advantage.
I said I don't look at the fucking pictures of war. How many times?
I'll give you, because you guys got that clue and you were able to get that from him. I'll give you advantage on your rolls if you're like, oh shit, and you divert your eyes, but it's just advantage. You can still fail.
Slime is touching me, guys. Black slime.
Solma's upstairs being attacked by slime. You don't get to know until next time.
I already rolled. I got a 21.
You don't. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That is where we are going to leave it, friends. On the brink. We are in the vault. We're here.
Oh.
We did it, guys. We did it.
Inside. We're inside.
You guys are inside.
I didn't think we'd make it.
You don't get to look at this map. Get away from my precious map. Perfect. We will come back next time in this very dramatic moment of our party being in quite a bit of danger. Very, very cool. I'm going to send off the stream real quick because we are definitely late to the punch here. Let's go over to the cameras really quick. I'd like to thank those who joined us in chat today. Thank you for hanging out. Super appreciate it. If you were active, so sorry. I am not. They can be. It's up to them. And if they're not, I don't blame them. So it's fine. But we appreciate you hanging out with us at the very least. If you're active in chat, thanks for chilling. And if you're in the background, just hanging out, just chilling with us, super appreciate your presence, friend. If you're watching this later on in VOD, whether that be on Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, the 4 places I stream to using the power of Restream, you are from the future. I am from the past. No, I'm going to flip it over. I'm from the future, and you're from the past. But we're all connected. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's all good. We're all connected in this one beautiful universe. The next time I'm going to stream is on Friday. I think I'm going to play Stellaris, which is really cool. Look at that zoom in. It's amazing. I love it. I'm gonna play Stellaris 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. My super duper late stream. I know I'm mean to all my East Coast friends. Sorry.
That game's sweet.
It is sweet. I can't wait to play it. I just got it. I'm very excited to play Stellaris. And that's the next time you will see me. I'd like to thank my amazing cast for making this episode super fun, and so far the vault's super fun. This has been like really great. I expected the vault to be a little more frustrating, but you guys are coming up with some cool ideas for it. So I was like, yeah.
You know, Soma's just wandering off on her own as usual.
It's good. It's so good.
I'm trying to be a leader. I will trigger all the traps, and then you can come and
we
have a plan.
Out of Pyre's,
we will get it. We will get it, guys. I believe in you. I'm gonna send the stream out though. I think that was everything. Yep. Thank you to my cast. We're good to go wherever you are in the world, friends. It doesn't matter where, morning, noon, or night. Make it an amazing day, guys. I know we just did. Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.